Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Speaker Brains with the most unprofessional music critics on the internet, Travis, Zack, and Josh.
Roll me a cig, or roll me a fag, that's what I should really say if I want to keep the British thing going. Roll me a nice fag I can puff on while we talking about the Dropkick Murphys.
Why are you British?
Oh,
Because they wouldn't be British.
I can't speak in an Irish accent on that.
Can you not? Try it.
So I'm going to talk shit about the drunken Irish.
Try an
I'm
Irish.
going to talk shit about the drunken Irish. I'm going to talk shit about the... I'm going to talk shit about the drunken Irish.
You can't do it.
Scotland. I can do that. Scotland. Scotland.
Try to talk like straight.
From the way our first
Think of
album
something
goes, Do or
straight,
Die,
so.
you can use Scotland all you want.
Scotland. He's from
Scotland.
Scotland.
He's from Scotland.
Way in the cloud. From Scotland. Potato. He's got some nice potatoes.
That is awful, dude. Oh my god.
I'm Will. My name is Willie McBride. Willie McBride's my name. I love the fields of Donegal.
This is not the beginning of the video.
Nothing is as amazing as the fields of Donegal. The fields of Donegal.
Oh my god.
My father Dugan.
What?
My father Dugan.
It's McDougan.
He used to drink a lot of Guinness. Guinness, he likes that American Irish beer. His favorite movie.
You can't do it.
His favorite movie is Trainspotting. It's about a bunch of Scots.
Is Obi-Wan a Scot?
Yeah, he's Scottish. Yeah. A lot of Scots. Dylan Heron.
Obi-Wan's a Scot.
He's got heron in his shoe. His baby dies when they're on a binge. Alright, y'all, what up? Welcome to a brand new Speaker Brains. This is one we've been trying to do for a while. Brainiacs, the Dropkick Murphys retrospective.
8 months late.
We wanted to do it for St. Patrick's Day.
But, you know, we're all getting drunk for it. I wish, you know, we got food coloring to make it beer green.
Well, I mean, it's the end of April now. We wanted to do it for St. Patrick's Day, but my fucking gay-ass job.
Your gay job?
My fucking job, man.
You just said gay job.
What
is your job? Do you do gay things?
It pays a lot.
Good answer. Good answer.
Hey man, that ain't
Because you're getting fucked either way.
Don't do that.
You got a job, you're getting fucked either way.
We've got Daniel with us. He's a real Irishman from Georgia. He's wearing a kilt.
And we're real Japanese people from Georgia.
He's wearing a kilt. Show me your kilt. He's drinking Viking blood mead.
Really?
Actually, can you see it?
The man
Cool.
is in a kilt.
Or jump on the couch. I don't give a fuck.
Where's the Irish cross? He's stolen me like a chums.
Did you
not
match
Irish
all
cross,
the
it's
blue? You were like Travis.
Oh, kilt. That's what I meant to say. It was Celtic
The
cross.
black and the blue, or the green and the black and the something. Everything has to match. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
We are cool, and you're not.
Dude.
Hey man.
I don't care, dude. I throw shit on, dude.
9 times out of 10, the way work goes, I only get the chance to wear something nice or something
Right
I enjoy
on the
once a
fucking
week.
light, seriously, dude. I gotta wear
Once a week.
garbage every.
So I try to wear something nice whenever I do it. Damn it.
I got you. That's
I got
awesome.
suspenders
awesome.
that I wear. to
Travis
work
always
all
dresses
over.
like this.
I look more like a 1930s Depression era working man when I'm at work.
You should.
But when I'm off work,
be someone's sidekick. Like a detective's sidekick, or your pocket watch, or your monocle.
Man, the pocket watch battery died. I need to get a fucking wind up one, dude.
It died?
The battery fucking died.
How the fuck? It's brand new. How the fuck does a battery die?
The battery was dead when I went to look at it again.
It's
Take
like
it somewhere and get the battery.
I want to get a wind up.
It takes like
one.
5 minutes.
I want to get a wind up. Well,
how long have you had this
I got it
watch?
back in September.
That battery should last at least a year.
Well,
It's a watch.
Goddamn.
All it does is tick.
Captain Hook came around and he got sick of the fucking ticks. He said, Smee, what's that fucking ticking noise?
You need to let go of things in the past.
What?
There might have been some kind of rape in the past or something.
Dude,
where
that was
Captain
such
Hook
that was such
broke your
pause,
fucking
man.
broke your clocks when you were younger. But that such thing doesn't exist nowadays. Is there someone breaking in your house next door? Do I need to watch?
I have no clue what you're talking about. I have no clue what you're talking about. So, we are going to talk about the Dropkick Murphys.
Oh god damn, that was a long rant.
From Do or Die to 11 short stories of pain and glory. Pain and glory.
How many
Oh, if you guys haven't noticed, we're in Zach's new house now.
It has the same exact setup
Same
as
setup.
his house.
He helped me move in here. Everything was just kind of put here. And I didn't care how it was set up because I was like, well, fuck it, it's comfortable. It works.
And he
Well,
lives
listen.
right next door to us.
We see who wears the pants in that relationship. I get it.
We're both wearing
Yeah.
pants. You're wearing a fucking skirt. You're wearing a fucking skirt.
Word.
A skilt.
Dude, I got my
Skill.
Jesus boots on.
You're a douche.
But I'm wearing suspenders. I'm goddamn Steve Urkeling it up,
You were the
man.
fucking Stevis Urkel of the fucking
What did we
goddamn-
name your bald spot again?
I don't know. We had a name for my golf swim.
Yes, we did. At work. Do you remember what it
Or
was?
so.
What is that? What is the planet? The living planet from Guardians of the Galaxy? Ego.
Genesis?
No, Ego. I think that's.
I guess ego would make sense.
It would make a lot of sense.
The bald spot creates the
Number.
Alright, we might wanna
Dropkick
start-
Murphys, goddamn
Yeah, we
it.
might want to start with the first album before he gets too much more into that beer.
Alright, we were
Do
talking about
or die.
the first album. Gotta
I
look
like
up.
that it's a digipack. That's cool.
You know, all of their albums are in digipack.
Yeah,
except Going Out in Style. That's the
No,
only
it
one.
is.
Mine isn't?
Mine isn't either, but I've seen it.
Huh. Well, we got first editions.
But I also know. No, we don't. The fucking first edition was also in a fucking digipack.
We bought it the damn time it came out.
And
Discography. Alright, Do or Die, 1998.
I like how they were all the same though.
Do or
What's
Die.
all this shit? Okay.
Oh, yeah, it came with a bunch of shit there.
Fuck is all this? Goddamn.
This,
So much. I like that.
the very first Dropkick Murphys
So much
album,
stuff to look at. I can look at pictures.
Do or Die. On this album,
That's cool, dude.
you
I
have.
don't like band pictures. Just like whatever.
Alright, well, we gotta do like we always do. We gotta talk about how did we hear about Dropkick Murphys. We'll start with Daniel, the Kilt Man.
Cookman, how did you hear about Dropkick Murphys? My phone's away.
I walked into a bar and boom, they were playing on the radio and I was kind of like,
You were in your
I
20s, so
love
you were in a
this.
bar, because you had to be in your 20s to be in a bar.
yeah, I lived a very, very sheltered childhood.
That's unfortunate. I apologize.
I'm
Sorry, sir.
So you're
What are
British
you about to
now.
fuck with me?
You're
Okay.
British
It's
now
not Fist
too.
Hand Jones. Not Fist Hand Jones, it's a Bump Hand
His
Jones.
name is Dick Hand Jones. Dick Hand Jones.
It's
y'all.
Dick Hand Jones, not Fist Hand Jones.
Dick Hand
And not
Jones.
Free Hand Jones or Bump Hand Jones.
He's got dicks for hands.
It's Dick Hand Jones.
20s either, so I didn't really know
I
I
don't know
even
where
had that
they're
blood in me. But yeah, found them in a bar one day, listening to them, and decided to keep running with it.
Hell yeah.
Word.
Although, like, Flogging Molly always plays right behind them.
I love Flogging Molly, dude. Fucking
Yeah,
Flogging Molly's great.
I just hate the fact that you can't play one without them throwing
Yeah,
right
you can't have one without they balance each other out, dude.
What?
It just balances each other out.
What does?
Flogging Molly and Dropkick Murphys.
Doesn't that get a...
It's just, it balances each other out. Like when
Alright,
you
if
get
you're
bored
gonna,
of the other, you
listen
put the
to a
other
song
one
and
on.
tell them that you don't like the idea of being able to figure out right when they're going to start a chorus because you've heard the same structure so many times, how much fun is it walking into a bar, you hear a Dropkick Murphy song, and then
Never.
bam, right behind it. Like, it's annoying
I don't
after a
really
while.
have much experience going to bars.
Yeah, I'm not very much of a bar man.
We're talking about a band that plays
Yeah.
pretty much pub music.
I would just buy
I
music,
worked my entire life.
sit in my
man.
room and listen to it.
I work. That's all I do is work and go home.
So,
I don't go to bars.
How'd you hear about the Dropkick Murphys?
it was really from Zach because he had downloaded some of their
Dropping
shit
tobacco.
when he was listening to, when he was living
Yeah.
with us years ago.
Alright, first time I heard a song, but I wasn't familiar with
And it was
the
Kiss
name.
Me I'm Shit-Faced.
Wow, that was the first one you heard?
Yeah, because you had a handful of them downloaded.
Okay. Okay, that was your first.
Yeah.
My first song.
Yeah, when was your Dropkick Murphy cherry popped?
Longer than yours.
Longer?
Wait, not longer, but way before yours.
That's a much better description.
You know, you sound like Athelstan when you're trying to speak British.
Who's that?
He's the fucking crazy Christian that Floki hates.
What?
Yeah, I just love how, like,
Ragnar and Lagatha tried to have butt love with him.
yeah, you know, you want to come fuck with us? No, I'm a monk. I can't do that.
How did we get on to...
Oh, he just kind of sounded like Athelstan to me.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Vikings, the show Vikings.
Oh God! I don't watch this.
It's goddamn, it's freaking goddamn.
Is it a white person trying to talk
It's
British?
amazing until Ragnar dies.
Who's
And then
Ragnar?
it's just like everybody screwing everybody.
Like,
Everybody faults everybody.
Yeah, you would like it,
Everybody,
man. You need to
everybody
watch it.
faults.
here's the thing about
Everybody,
Vikings.
everybody faults.
Wait.
Whenever Lagatha says the gods, it annoys the fuck out of me.
The
She's
gods.
like, she said, the gods,
The goods.
the gods, the gods, press the gods. Gotta talk to the gods. Have you ever noticed
The
that?
goats.
The
You gotta talk to the goats. The goats.
Black Phillip, do you want to live deliciously? Black Phillip, Black Phillip.
God, I can't keep up with you two. I've
So-
got nothing to say to that.
I haven't even seen the show and I don't even know what's going on. Y'all started this.
No, you started it technically.
I'm like goats. Goats.
The
'Cause
goats.
that's all I hear is goats.
The goats.
Goats.
Beyond, you got to praise to the goats.
Goats.
God
Jesus
damn it,
Christ,
we are
dude.
stupid.
This
All
is gonna
right,
take forever.
tell us that when you first
heard of Dropkick Murphys through a Tony Hawk or one of those sports, extreme sports.
It was a
skating
Tony Hawk game. It
When
was
was
a
it?
Tony Hawk
It
game.
was Tony Hawk.
A song from Do or Die.
Do or die. That's what
You
I
were
heard.
allowed to play video games when you were a kid?
Fuck yeah!
God, man.
Damn, Daniel.
I envy
fuck,
you
get
guys.
with the times, bro.
Fucking hate 'em. But hey, dude.
Hey,
Fucking love you, man.
like, our...
Yeah, we really gotta get started because that shit's empty. He's about to go get a cold one.
No, it's not. It's cold enough.
So yeah, Tony Hawk game, Dropkick Murphys.
Dropkick Murphys. was in one of the Tony Hawks. I can't remember which one, but I played them all. They were like the Call of Duty of the late to early 2000s, the late 90s to early 2000s, to mid 2000s actually, because that's when Call of Duty became a big thing. And
Activision said,
Activision,
screw you, Tony.
Yeah, at the time, Activision was always putting out yearly Tony Hawk releases, and
now it's Guitar Hero and Call of Duty till they ran that well dry.
Guitar Hero was after Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
And they ran that dry within like 2 years.
Quick.
But they're still running Call of Duty, and I don't understand how that's
They're
still
still
a thing.
running Guitar Hero.
They did. Damn.
Dude, Call of Duty is the Fast and the Furious of video games. Like, it just
I don't
panders to that
understand,
bro.
dude. I don't understand it. That and Battlefield. But anyway, the Tony Hawk game, I can't remember which one it was, but it was one of them. I heard that song.
Which song?
It's goddamn one of them. Let me look this up real quick. Keep talking, Zach.
It's probably Do or Die. God damn it, I don't know. It's one of the songs on this album. Or maybe the next one. Look it up. But yeah, I remember one of that. And then I got a...
And the song Never Alone was in Dave Mirra Freestyle BMX.
I definitely heard that because I had that game.
That may be where you're thinking of it, because it's not saying that anything else was anywhere else.
Tony Hawk.
No.
So, alright, what do you guys think about Do or Die?
Alright, well, I'm going to get into it.
Go ahead and get a...
First time I got a good
Okay, yeah.
thought on who Dropkick Murphys were, and I heard fucking bagpipes and punk rock. I was like, holy fucking shit, this is awesome. I bought a fucking $5 CD from Walmart, and it was Punkorama Volume 10, and it had an Offspring song. I didn't know and I didn't hear. And I was like, well, I'll pay $5 for that. And it's got like 25 other songs on there, and that's great. You know, at that time, I said that $5, or, you know, I want to buy songs, not an album, you know? I said, the more songs, I feel like I got my money's worth. So $5 for 25 songs felt like it was worth it. Plus, it came with a DVD.
Well, it also introduced you to Dropkick Murphys in a bigger way.
It did. Dropkick Murphys not only had a video on there, they had the song, but the song was different from the video. So I got 2 Dropkick Murphys songs, and that shit was fucking amazing to me. So that was my real introduction to Dropkick Murphys. Besides the video game that it was in the background while I was playing, but I recognized those fucking songs from hearing Do or Die. I didn't really pay attention to it because the internet guy was coming yesterday, and I didn't get to hear the full album, and I put on the other album when he went outside and climbed up the pole and shit, and then he said everything was ready, and I turned on the internet, and I just fucking streamed shit all day, because I've been without internet and out of my element for like 8 months. We'll just say that. The biggest clap ever. Hey people, there's a new dog. That's all we'll say.
That dog's not new. It was here the last 2 times I did this.
I'm talking about old shit. Yoda was actually in shit before. Yoda.
You beat Yoshi, y'all.
You didn't know Yoda.
No, I didn't get a chance to know Yoda.
Yoda was the shit, man. He was my heart. And that bitch, her mom killed her. And that's all on the internet. And I don't give a fuck.
Fuck that
We're
hoe!
going all dirty glass here now.
Fuck that
We're
hoe!
dirty glass. We're fucking.
We just skipped a couple albums.
So, alright. So what did you think about
I
the little bit of the first album that you did?
I liked it. It was punk. It was fucking what I like, you know. I want to hear more. I'm sorry that I didn't get to prepare further for this, but you know, a lot of stuff's been going on in their personal lives.
Understandable. I mean,
But I fucking love Dropkick Murphys, and I appreciate that you put that on my computer so I can listen to it when I have the chance. What I did hear was like, oh shit, I've heard that one song before. So that's what they sounded like. And it makes me sad that I fucking sold that one CD that I had. I bought a Dropkick Murphys CD, but at the time I wanted more songs than anything else, so I buy a greatest hits. That is, you know, not one of their albums that I'm actually looking to buy. Yeah.
I totally get it, bro.
Yeah.
Now, what about you, Daniel? What do you think about Do or Die? You had some interesting things to say the other day.
Like, I didn't have a chance to ever listen to Do or Die, so listening to it for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and at first I hated it. There was nothing I liked about it. It was nothing like what I had come to know of Dropkick Murphys, but then I didn't get a chance to start knowing them till
Way later in the game?
yeah, halfway through their career. They'd already put out 5 albums before I found them. So,
Yeah.
like, hearing them on this one, I was just extremely disappointed. And then to hear Cadence to Arms, and I was thinking that that's not really Irish. And I'd always heard Dropkick Murphys is considered an Irish punk band. And I thought, there's something funny about that. I don't think that's Irish. Went back, found out it's not. It's Scottish. Which, Scots Irish, hey, we all run in the same bloodline somewhere along the way.
From the same cloth he is.
So it was just kind of like, okay, I get a chance to learn something new about the band. Then talking with you, learning about, you know, a different singer and everything, like this. I went back to this album a couple of times just to listen to it after listening to other albums with Albar in it, and this album really started to grow on me. I really liked it. Although I like punk, but I'm not into this style of punk, I guess. The style of punk where it's like, hey, let's get 6-7 instruments and just beat away at it and make a good song. Which they did a good job with, it's just, it's too loud. I can't hear what they're trying to say. I can't hear any singing in it. Can't hear much melody, with the exception of a couple of songs. Cotton Jar. A great song.
Yeah,
great
I like
song.
Cotton Jar a lot.
Memories Remain. Great song.
And the memory reminder.
I had my life.
Wow. That was horrible.
That's my life.
Had to do it.
The memory.
But, you know, I keep coming back to it, and there's just more that I keep finding that I like about it.
It does grow on you, man.
I'm kind of sad to hear about McColgan's.
Mike McCogan.
I'm sorry. I'm sad to hear about his story within this album because I think he did a great job on it. Although his voice sounded kind of jokish sometimes, like he was making fun of his own voice without being able to do it. I can't describe it. It's like he was always wanting to talk like this. Exactly. Like, oh man, I want to hear your actual voice to see what you're not making fun of yourself about. But
Is that his voice?
it
probably is.
That his
It
voice?
probably is.
What's up, guys? We're gonna go do the Dropkick Murphy record.
And he did sound a lot like that on. I looked up Street Dogs and listened to them. He did have that sound still, so that might just be the way he sings. I don't know, but there were times that his voice cleared up a lot. There again, in other songs that I enjoyed, like Caught in His Jar, his voice cleared up, and you were able to understand him for once. So I didn't like it at first, but now going back to it, I love the album. It stands out from all the rest, from the lineup, a masterpiece in itself.
Yeah, it's one of them weird things when you have a band where the first album or two
has a different singer, but everybody's familiar with the singer who came after. Like take Faith No More, Dream Theater, and it's weird when you go back. It's weird when you go back to that very first one, right? And it's like, damn, you know, the new guy is awesome. That's the guy that we all love, but the original dude had something there too.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the thing, man. It's not.
Ken Casey is the voice that I'm accustomed to.
yeah, Ken Casey is the voice that I like the most.
Yeah, and
You hear him slightly on
yeah, I was
this
about
album.
to say he is in that album.
Yeah, slightly.
I like both of them.
Yeah, I like both. I love Al Barr, but Ken Casey just has that more.
Alvar has the.
I had a hat when I came in. I told
But
it on the right.
Even
I
though
love his voice, dude. I can't take
The other
anything
dude is
away from him.
slightly deeper.
He's
even though-
deeper, but I can't take anything away from him and say that they do a better job. You know?
even
Yeah.
though it's almost
Or I say I like one over the other.
it's the same style
I
of
like
voice
both.
that they're using. It seems like Al Barr always seems to come in much more clear. Like
Yeah.
without looking at the lyrics, I could not tell you what 90% of that album is trying to say in any of their songs.
Because the weird one thing is like when you look at Kid Casey and Al Barr, they both sing with that kind of scratchiness. But when you get Mike McCougan, it's a clear, low singing, like a hey man, I was doing this, I was doing that.
Like he was trying to reach their point, but couldn't try.
Yeah, like
couldn't
there's no
quite do it with his voice.
Yeah, there's no scratchiness to it. It's almost like an. God, please don't grill me in the comments, but it's almost like an Irish or Scottish Danzig, you know, in Misfits. You know what I mean? Like that deep punk voice.
Yeah.
You know, the deep punk voice, that style of punk singing, as opposed to the shouting. You know, it's not like Danzig, you know, mother. It's not like that, but it's that punk, that deep voice,
The
punk
deep
style
voice
singing.
kind of punk I hear
It's
sometimes.
not-
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I hear Peter Steele.
But Peter Steele's better than that. Peter Steele's like melodic as fuck.
That was another thing I did not. I'm so glad you just said that. I did not like about that album at first. There is no melody that Dropkick Murphys has
Yeah, no
come
melody.
to.
No melody.
This one has nothing.
Yeah, there are
on it.
there are slight hints,
good
but I know
Lord,
what
man.
you mean. Like
It's just rock.
like Boys on the Docks, Skinhead on the MBTA, and what is it, Faraway Coast, God damn it, Caught in a Jar. Those have like slight hints of what they're about to become, and but like
I wouldn't even say that.
really.
Yeah, because
I mean,
I'm trying to go back and think
fucking
of Caught in a
hints.
Jar again.
La,
Because
la, 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 la. Like if Al Barr or King Casey would have sang that, it would have sounded like a modern Dropkick Murphys song. But we have Mike McCougan going, I was walking down the street, my face was caught in a jar. And it's just, I don't know, it's so weird, but I do love the shit out of this album, but it's weird. It's not one that I'm like, oh, when I'm like itching to listen to some Dropkick, I'm not like, oh dude, I gotta turn on Do or Die.
Yeah.
Like it's, in many ways, I can say it's a fantastic punk rock album, but a decent Dropkick Murphys album.
I just had to share a look with my wife because she has been begging me to turn that album back on so she can get refreshed with it. And sadly, I've been working on all of the others and have not gotten to it. I promise you, on the ride home, we will listen to Do or Die again.
I hope so. because
Do or Die's pretty rad, Christy.
It's an awesome CD.
It is pretty
It really
fucking rad,
is.
and it's weird because like I had never heard this one until February. You know, like all of us, it was the modern Dropkick that we got into. So going into this was a real interesting experience to me. Like it was like I said, I was not getting into it at first, but then it grew on me the more and more I listened to it. I'm like, damn, this is a good fucking album. And it makes you wonder, like, how would the band be today if Mike didn't leave? You know, what would you
there
think?
again-
I don't think they would have been as popular as they are. You know
I don't
what
think
mean?
they would have either. And from the way that it sounds like the band was talking, with him being distracted by his other goals and dreams, being a fireman, which he did finally make it to being a fireman.
Yeah, because wasn't
For a
there-
little bit, but
Yeah.
he was a fireman.
They kinda
They didn't lie to us completely. But he didn't have the heart for the music. So
Yeah.
I really don't see them
You don't-
having made it past 3 albums, because even the band admitted, even he himself admitted, his heart was not into it. He
And
was not into
that
it.
is, you kind of hit the nail there, dude. Like that heart that is in the later Dropkick stuff is not in this album.
I agree.
And at the same time, this is the very first thing they ever really did together. So it's like they really didn't know what.
And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't part of the band done on the fly?
Yeah, because wasn't it like somebody did it on a dare and like he just learned how to play the shit in a week to open up for his buddy or some shit?
Yeah, he'd always been talking about starting a band, and somebody bet him, hey, I bet you $20 that you won't open up for me next week. And they did, and poof, here we have the Dropkick Murphys. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Yeah, because I swear we were talking about that.
Was it on a dare?
Yeah.
Like, the band started on a dare, let's see.
What album are we on?
We're still on Do or Die.
Jesus fucking Christ, this is like an hour in.
No, it's not.
Oh my God.
Tell us in the comments, people, how long is this point?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, you know,
Next.
if you wouldn't talk like Athelstan,
I didn't talk like anyone. I did what I did.
did what
And it do what it do.
let the done get did. Let the done get did. Can you
Just
speak?
let it do what it do.
Let it do what it do.
And then don't get dead.
And the dawn get dead. So, alright, we're moving on to the gang is not here. Or the gang's all here, I meant to say. I said the gang is not here, I'm fucking idiot.
Honestly, that was... Well, I'll let y'all speak on that one first.
I don't have much to say about it. I don't know.
Well, but see, and that's exactly the way I feel. I do not have much to say about the gangs all here. Like, there
It's
were...
the first one that I got to hear the Albar dude, but I'm just like, man.
But even then, like...
The cable guy came in when I was fucking waiting. Not the cable guy. Nowadays that's the cable guy, but it was the internet guy.
How do I get
That's
back
what
to
I was
that?
waiting on.
I don't know, man. I don't see how y'all don't really get in, or especially you,
It's
Daniel.
not that I don't get into it, it's I didn't have time.
Yeah, you didn't really listen to this one.
I did not.
I tried.
I
really,
fucking
really did.
have
And there were-
so much.
Of course, I guess to be in with the pop scene on it, Curse of a Fallen Soul is an amazing song. It really is. And I love the way it was done.
Give me a snippet of that.
Arr.
'Cause I don't
Go ahead,
think
give him a snippet of it. But with everything else,
Like without getting this
okay,
fucking copyright
Roll
strike.
Call, Amazing Grace, the gang's all
Oh,
here.
Amazing Grace is on there?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I love their version of Amazing Grace. It was
It is.
phenomenal.
It is.
And the song The Gang's All Here, I can imagine sitting down in a bar and with you guys, hearing it come on and all singing The Gang's All Here. But with everything else on that album, and there may be something I'm missing, because that was not my most listened to album. I kept coming back to Do or Die.
But it always seems like the other guy tries to sing over the one guy.
No, that's something else.
I've always felt like that. The new guy tries to sing over the guy that was there from the beginning.
Definitely on this album.
It seemed like they were still trying to work out a relationship with everybody in this
Yeah.
album. Like it's like they looked at each other and said,
still
"Hey,
to this
we want
day,
to bring
I'm not
this
gonna
guy
lie.
in. We want to work with him, and we want to work on our vocals on this round." Because in this album, they still did the same damn thing they did in Do or Die. It was hard to hear them sing, or hard to hear what they were saying, because they had so many instruments going at once. They just had. It's
The
like,
mixing
hey, we're going to
wasn't right.
record this in our back bedroom, and it's going to be as loud as possible, and you're going to have to yell over it to be able to hear anybody.
Right.
Like, I lost it on this album. Like, no, but there again,
There's good songs.
there are some damn good songs on this album. Only 3 or 4 of them, but they are there.
Well, I didn't hear it.
I don't know. I love the shit out of this album. I'll say like you said, I'll definitely agree with they're kind of feeling each other out, because when you listen to Al Barr on here, it's almost like Al Barr is trying to channel Mike McCougan.
Yeah, I can hear that too.
Because his voice isn't as crackly as you hear on the later albums. But I do like how Ken Casey is a little more prominent on this album. You get a fair balance between the two.
Well, he had to be.
I mean, yeah, and like, so I dig that. And you hear, this one you hear a little more of what they're about to become. Like, this to me is
I
like,
probably have to let the dog out.
yeah, this to me is like a,
Who let the dogs out?
oh my god.
I did.
Oh my god.
Sorry, we were watching videos earlier and that just had to pop out.
Yeah.
But like when you go to like Blood and Whiskey is awesome, and then Pipe Bomb on Lansdowne is almost like a thrash metal song by the way of Dropkick Murphys. Like, that's some different kind of shit.
Yes, it is, and
Like, that is like such a odd. You don't hear Dropkick Murphys do anything like that nowadays. So that was kind of a cool thing to hear. Like, they haven't been like that heavy.
within these first 2 albums, I could really see listening to these first 2 albums in concert and having a pit going sometimes and thrashing.
But in the newer ones, I wouldn't really see a pit. I could see like
I really wish somebody would show up at my front door
a
and teach me
jig
how to do a
pit.
jig.
A jig pit.
Now, I would love to do a jig with somebody to most of Dropkick Murphys albums after this.
Yeah.
Like, this album just didn't.
But
It didn't
yeah.
ring true to what I know.
Curse with Fallen Soul is good. I like Devil's Brigade. I mean, I like the album a lot.
Oh, hold on. I gotta look up the name of this song.
Amazing Grace is
Upstarts
cool.
and Broken Hearts. I really like that one.
Yeah, that's good. What do you call it? Boston Asphalt I really like. I mean, the album to me is a decent step forward after getting a new vocalist.
I really don't see it as a step forward.
Really? Well, I guess it's not a step forward as in music-wise. I guess it's more of like a...
Hey, we're gonna try to work together. This is what we're doing. Let's do it. And they succeeded in doing it. Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
Okay.
like we got a new guy. Let's see if it works out. And to me, it kind of did it. You know, it's like
It was a lot like the first album.
it is a lot like the first album, but I like it's to me. It has more, I guess, notes of what I'm used to with these guys than the first album. You know what I mean? Like the melodicness is almost there. It's like, damn it, you guys are almost there. You haven't figured it out yet, but it's a good effort. But I like it.
By the way, if this ever gets to Dropkick Murphys, we do love you guys, and we're not trying to say anything out of the way. We are really glad y'all kept going, and y'all are giving us what y'all are giving now. I really feel bad about saying all this about Dropkick Murphys, because they really are a great band. Now,
Like, this album to me is like, the first 2 are great albums, but they're not ones that I'm itching to hear. Like
I
it's
agree. Hey, people, I'm back.
to me, it's good enough to be like, you know, it's a decent Dropkick album. I feel
was
about
that?
the
Why are
same
you
as I
dropping
do with
pennies?
the first one. You know,
Who
like
the fuck's got pennies to drop?
it's a good. This one I will say it's a
Yeah.
great punk album, and it's an okay to decent Dropkick album.
There were a couple of songs on here that my kids really liked too. They heard this album a couple of times, listening to it with me in the car.
Yeah.
And I guess for what my final saying is, they didn't really like much off of Do or Die. So that's kind of a me thing. But this album is where my kids actually started picking up to where, hey, this is the stuff Mom and Dad really like, and we like it too.
That's cool.
So this album did pick up there, although I guess my kids just they hear something I don't. I guess that's what it would be. But there are a couple of songs in there that my kids really enjoy.
So now, this to
I got this one. This is my first Dropkick Murphys album I ever bought.
this to
I
me
love this fucking record.
is the moment Dropkick Murphys became the Dropkick Murphys.
Yeah, that's the one that no one knows.
I fell in love with. This is
Yep.
this right here
That's
is
the definitive fucking record. Right
yeah.
there.
This is like the you're right
This
there.
is where y'all were getting
That
that
is
shit
the
together.
definitive
Yeah.
fucking Dropkick
But you know,
Murphys.
what I've really got to say about this one is their vocals were there. Like, you could tell they'd done some work on it, which was great. But this is where
I
it
wouldn't
was like,
care.
hey,
Because you just got this, right?
this is where they were like, hey, let's work on our instruments. And they started cutting back on the instruments a little bit.
They
Instead
cut-
of throwing 5 or 6 together, it's like you heard 2 or 3 to start out with, and then maybe 2 more came in.
Yeah.
But then they were like, nope, let's put
It wasn't
this on the
everything
side
all at the
because-
same time.
Exactly.
I love how they took a step back from the punk. The first 2 albums feel like a punk album first and an Irish punk album second. You know what I mean?
I don't
Not even an
know.
Irish punk
I
album
need to
second.
fucking
It's more like
sort through my
third.
CDs, dude.
Third
But this
or fourth.
one, but this one definitely the Irish folk, the folk and everything is more in the foreground, while the punk is the
Some
backdrop.
good rats on it.
Fucking the punk is definitely in the background on this album, while the folk, every song on here pretty much has that Irish feel. There's bagpipes everywhere. Fucking this, when it starts off with For Boston, holy shit.
I love For Boston.
Jesus Christ. And then the legend of Finn.
For Boston.
Dude, like this.
I love you, dog.
This whole album to me is just flawless. Like the entire their version of Wild Rover is fantastic.
Wild
And
Rover.
you cannot fucking talk about this
She's
album
awesome,
without
man.
talking about their version of the Rocky Road to Dublin.
Yoshi, go back to your dad.
Their version of the
She
Rocky
got
Road
nails
to
taken
Dublin is goddamn phenomenal.
Green. Oh my god.
The Rocky Road to Dublin, Zach?
Rocky Road to Dublin.
God damn it, dude.
I love that shit.
I kind of wish we could hear it now and just drink a good one.
Dude,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Dude.
And fuck Heroes from Our Past Forever, like dude,
Dude.
The Gauntlet, Good Rats, New American
Because
Way.
this is my first one. I can listen. I love fucking bands that I can hear the entire record without skipping a track. I've always said that on this channel and this show, but I stand by, and I still stand by that. Like, dude, this is one of those.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about Dropkick, but I mean, I'm sorry about the first 2, but this is one, and there's other couple after this that I can listen to front to back, but those in between I probably don't own. But this,
Can I see that real quick?
if I listen to an album front to back, I give it a 10, and I can still go back to it and not skip a track. That's how I feel, dude. 10. That's a 10.
Wasn't this mural on the front of the album one
Yo.
that was on one of the bars? And it was
Yeah,
like a
yeah, and
last
it's like the
Okay,
only
out of
one that
nowhere.
hasn't been painted over.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember reading about that.
Yoshi.
And there again, there's a lot of songs on here which I really like. There's a lot of songs that get stuck in my head, which is what I really love about Dropkick Murphys. Because this is when they start putting out music that gets stuck in your head. And all you
Yeah,
can
real
do is just
fucking catchy.
or la da 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 da. Which side are you
The
on?
melodies.
Whose side are you on? Whose side are you on? Meow,
Yeah.
meow, meow,
It's-
meow,
this
meow.
is the drinking Dropkick Murphys. That's when that.
Yeah,
You know
it's a
what?
spin.
Maybe that's what it is. This is the
Is
first
this-
time they were like, hey, let's play for a pub
What's the
instead of
last-
for a bunch of punks.
Right. That's
Spicy Miss Haggis.
spicy McFucking haggis,
Oh my god.
dude.
Greatest fucking closer ever.
Yeah.
Much
Dude.
better than their others, yes.
But then again,
Like this album,
I have
works.
two favorite Dropkick Murphy closers. Two favorites. And the second one is the next one we're talking about.
Uh-oh.
But I give this a 10 because I can listen to it front to back.
It's a great fucking album, dude.
Great.
And you hate that Spicy McHaggis left after this.
Yeah.
He's no longer the man.
But still.
What is with you? Why
Next.
do you keep coming back to me? Why?
But
She goes.
I mean,
What
yeah,
did I
dude.
do?
Like this.
You're Mario. Or you're.
This is like Zach said, the definitive Dropkick album. If you are interested in Dropkick Murphys, I would recommend this is where you start.
She's learning.
This is definitely where you start. What do you think?
No.
Really, where would you say?
That's where I started.
This, I would
that's
It's
say.
fine.
either. God, I wish I could keep up with all these albums. Y'all put a lot of work on me all at once to be able to keep up with this mess. Is it?
We're album buyers.
Yes, I would say the Warriors Code.
I can say that
agree.
too.
I agree.
I can say that
I
too.
commend it.
'Cause, like,
I mean, no
I can
way
say
that I
that too.
disagree.
If
There's
you
so
can't
many-
find this one, Warriors Code, definitely.
you
Hell,
always
even the
find a
meanest
drop
of times,
I
dude.
had to
like-
find the one with Captain's Kelly.
I don't know
Captain
what it
Kelly's
is,
Kitchen
man,
on
but
it.
she fucking loves you guys. Yoshi fucking loves you guys. She will not calm down. Bayla's like, I don't give a fuck, but Yoshi's like, I need attention. And everyone's talking.
But
I just
next-
want to be with Daniel and Christy.
Next we
Hold up,
have
Bayla. Let
the
me
moment
fuck you real quick.
where
Yeah, there's a dog here.
this
Fuck with you.
this is kind of hard to explain. When you listen to Sing Loud, Sing Proud, there's a rawness
Yep,
to it.
She's gonna fuck her. Yoshi is trying to
All
fuck
right,
her.
no.
Dude,
Let's get back.
Yoshi is trying to fuck Bayla. Dude, she's literally
God.
Look at it.
Lesbian dogs.
Yoshi
Let's
is.
fly
This is what I mean,
high,
dude.
lesbian
Yoshi is a
seagull.
lesbian.
Blackout.
All right.
Yoshi is a lesbian.
All right,
Blackout.
we're on Blackout now. This
Blackout. I love Blackout.
Is, yeah,
I fucking
hold
love
on.
the opening.
Dude, hold on. Let me say something here. When you listen to Sing Loud, Sing Proud, there's a rawness there that you don't hear on any Dropkick Murphys album ever again.
True.
And it all starts with this album. This album begins everything that's great about Sing Loud, Sing Proud, but more clean, more polished, very cleaned up, a lot of the fuzz is gone. Everything is just very pristine, I guess.
It's almost
The
like
production quality.
with the first two, they were like, "Hey, let's do this because we can." So they did it, and then all of a sudden they had a little bit of extra money, so they wanted to put out another album. That's when Sing Loud, Sing Proud came out, but they actually got a recording studio. But they were so inexperienced with a recording studio that you heard that fuzz. There was still that haziness over the album. And then finally this one came in with, hey, we've got the experience, we know kind of what we're doing, so we just we'll just continue with what we did before, but tweak it to where it sounds better, which is Blackout being the product. That's what it sounds like to me when I listen to these albums together. It's the progression of punk rock. kind of like Green Day. I'm pretty sure their first stuff they put out, they recorded in the back bedroom.
This would be Dropkick Murphys' Dookie.
Yeah.
It's their third album, so it would be their Dookie.
It's their fourth album.
Fourth?
Yeah,
One
but
of the
it's still
four
kind of, yeah.
That's right.
But it's still kind of
the one before that. Yeah, I totally. Okay.
But it's still
so
their,
this would
it's
be
still
their
Dookie.
Insomniac.
No.
Yes.
This.
Insomniac was.
Because for Green Day, Dookie was where they finally, their sound kind of solidified. And this is where we're saying their sound solidified.
I kind of feel like the sound was solidified on the one before.
On Sing Loud, Sing Proud?
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of feel like that's where they found their sound, and they just kind of progressed from there. Like, literally, they did. They got 2 albums with the dude, the one guy, the lead singer, the new lead singer, and then they figured it out how they were going to work with him on the next album, and that's what they continued with. I can't catch the cigarette. I can't catch the goddamn cigarette. But, dude, I have not watched the DVD yet.
Neither have I.
I've had this fucking
2 years.
thing for 2 years. I've had it for like 6 years. 6 years I've owned this fucking record. It's older than that, and I've still not watched the DVD.
No.
But I listened to the record hundreds of fucking times, dude. I love this shit.
Well, I haven't listened to the record hundreds of times, but I have
I
listened.
bought it.
This does have my favorite Dropkick Murphy song of all time.
I love Dirty
On it.
Glass.
I like Dirty Glass. That is my second favorite. The Workers song.
Worker song.
It's like they stepped out and they were like, hey, you guys, you know, we've been singing about this, this, and this, and how much life sucks, but we're going to dedicate a song to you guys. We're going to talk you guys up and then tell you how much y'all's life sucks.
That's
And it was kind of like, you know what? I like you guys for doing that to me because you're absolutely right. That's what it is. But y'all put it in such an amazing way. You made me happy about being a worker. Thank you guys. It's by far my favorite song, and I'm really glad it's on this album. It's when they really, I feel like, when they really became
It is
Dropkick Murphys I know.
a good song. It is a damn good song. Because it,
I'd never heard Walk Away before we started to do this, though.
really,
Walk Away is a really good song, too. I guess it's just because I haven't been listening to it for the last 10 years that it's not
you're
one
not
of my
familiar.
favorites.
You're not familiar. Cool. My personal feelings on this album is, I love it. I fucking love this album.
There was something about that
Because
one.
this is another one I can listen to front to back. Just like the one before it, I can listen to it front to back without skipping one song. And it has so much that I can just, the melodies, dude, the constant, every song is kind of different, but not really, but it keeps you in the fucking groove.
They really experiment a little more on
They
here.
do. Like, I fucking love this album. And like, it's, in my opinion, it's much better than Sing Loud, Sing Proud.
Yeah, because that fogginess is there. That murky
Yeah.
album.
I don't really think about the sound of it, but it's just the energy is there, the fun. They're having
positive.
the fucking band is having fun.
The real
recording
feel-good shit on here.
Exactly.
Man.
It's just a fun
There's
record
a
to listen
lot
to.
of
Hey, you
heart
guys.
on this album.
And then it
Let's
ends with Kiss Me, I'm Shit-Faced. That is one of the first songs I downloaded when I was getting into this band, and I was just trying to fucking pirate it before I had a job, and I heard this song and I was like, I have to buy these fucking records. I need to own this. I fucking love this band already from this one song.
You know, what I really like about that song, Kiss Me, I'm Shit-Faced.
I love that.
Apparently,
Oh my god.
apparently it's really big with Dropkick Murphy fans.
Oh yeah, it is.
So,
It totally
I'm
is.
kind of out
That's
on
a
that
closer. That's a concert
But-
closer.
but I love how he lied through 75% of the song.
Exactly.
And the last quarter, he was like,
Yes.
"Look, I'm bullshitting you. I'm really a piece of shit, but I want to get laid, and I really want to take you home with
Yeah.
me."
Kiss Me, I'm Shit-Faced
I
is such
love
an
it.
I love
awesome.
it, man. It was great.
I fucking love that when he's like,
I can bench press a car. I'm an ex-football star with degrees from Harvard and Yale. Girls just can't keep up. I'm a real love machine. I've had far better sex while in jail, man. Like, just this, that song is like the greatest.
I love, but like the last fucking verse when he's like, I ain't no.
Who am I shitting?
Yeah, who am I shitting?
I'm a pitiful sight, and I ain't all that bright, and I'm definitely not chiseled in stone.
I love it.
I'm a cheat and a liar, no woman's desire. I'll probably die cold and alone. Like,
Just give me one
it is
chance.
so real, dude. It is so
It
real.
is.
Because everybody wants
damn
to
it.
be a badass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be a badass. So what I love about the song is he's putting his front out there, but then at the end it's like he's reflecting on himself. He's like, you know what? I am a
shit.
fucking piece of shit. And he's admitting to it. Like, that's what makes that song so
Yeah.
fucking good.
It does.
Because it could...
You know, I heard that song when I was like 19 or 20.
Because when it gets to that part of the song, I'm looking at myself going like, God
Yep.
damn, I know what the fuck he's talking about.
But 19 or 20, I realized that. I was
Yeah,
like,
man.
It hit me like at that age. It's crazy. And it said, nah, man, you gotta be better than that. You
And
can't.
like, that is... You
You
know...
can't fucking, nah.
Oh, here's something really funny, alright? I got mine at Goodwill, right? Here's the Dropkick Murphys liner notes. Here's some other liner notes that was in it. Simple Plan.
Oh, Jesus.
What is this?
What?
Some Simple Plan album liner notes was in the fucking...
What is the... Oh, God.
Wow.
So I just left it in there. I'm like, you know, it came with the CD. You're gonna leave it there, man. I was like, whoever had this album and got rid of it had a Simple Plan record. But dude, when I mentioned during
Now,
our...
listen to these songs, man. I'd do anything. The worst day ever. You don't mean anything. I'm just a kid. When I'm with you,
Everybody's pop punk 2000 shit.
meet you there. Addicted. Oh,
Oh,
God.
is that
Oh, God, it has
I'm addicted
addicted.
to you. Oh.
Yeah, this is it.
Ugh.
What is it? I'm trying to forget that I'm addicted to you.
Ugh. All right,
I'm done.
so let's go back.
Oh, I'm not done. I'm not done.
We're getting too far away. Wait.
My alien. God must hate me.
But like I said, I mentioned on the 11
I
short
won't
stories
be
review.
there one day.
I mentioned on the 11 short
Perfect.
stories review that
That is-
I didn't
that
get
is
into
awful.
Blackout all that much.
What the fuck
And
is this garbage?
The thing is,
It's already water damage. That's garbage, dude.
is I said that
Keep it for memories when you bought it.
Um,
That's cool.
because when I bought the album 2 years ago at the Goodwill, I was in a different place in my head, and I was just not listening to the
Yeah.
album. And I listened to it a couple times and was like, I didn't really listen. And so at first,
Come here. I got you.
I wasn't digging it all that much. But I turned it back on after getting 11 short stories, and god damn it, like, I finally understood what I was missing out on. Every song on here, like I said, everything on here, this is the album where you really, if Sing Loud, Sing Proud was the one where they sort of found their sound, this is the album that makes it work even harder because all these songs have a lot more heart to them. Like, The other one still has like a brattiness to it, like a, we're gonna fucking, pub, fight. But this one is really where you get that positive edge, the feel-good lyrics, that polish that we're all familiar with. This album is fucking fantastic. Black Velvet Band, holy shit. Black Velvet Band, dude, Zach. Zach,
Sorry, what?
you gotta pay attention.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at my dog and her painted nose because Jill did it and it looks cool.
All right, Black Velvet Band is almost identical to Piano Man by Billy Joel.
Is it really?
It is almost identical.
I've never paid attention.
And gonna be a Black album.
I do love Black Velvet Band.
Yeah. But this
How
whole,
is it identical though?
Listen to it again. You'll see what I'm saying.
Okay.
It, like the chords, the vocal
Just gotta
delivery.
listen to it. Cool. Continue. Because there's so many more.
Yeah, there are several more. So
100 songs more. There's over 100 songs.
But Fields of Athenry is fantastic. Bastards on Parade. Like, this album is
I love it.
goddamn
10 out of 10.
fantastic. Fantastic.
So I keep bringing up the kids. This is
Oh my god.
God, what now? What now? Let's get this. Let's get
My
this.
goddamn boss added me on Snapchat.
Don't fucking add him back.
wow.
He added me.
Well, then delete his ass. It's that easy.
I don't know how to do that. I don't use Snapchat.
Then why are you worried about
I
it?
don't know why I have
If you don't
Snapchat,
use
I'm just saying,
Snapchat, why are you worried
boss-
about it?
Why does my boss have to be no?
Oh my God. Anyway,
Jesus.
start off.
To go back to Blackout for just a second. This
Hold
is
on,
one of
I
the,
gotta piss.
this is one of the first albums that, yes, my kids stepped into it before they heard it. They know we liked it. They tried to dance around a little bit, but this is the first one where they enjoyed listening to. First album I could put on, and I really don't have a problem with them, I guess, hearing anything.
I've been playing it for years.
Oh, then maybe this is just the first one that they recognize from. They really recognize,
Right?
but they dance around through the whole album. You can't get them to sit still when you put this album on.
That's
So,
fucking cool.
To cook a meal and put this album on, then you've got these two little redheads dancing underneath you. It's kind of fun, and it makes it that much more fun.
Right.
And this is.
Not this one, but the one before, Blackout.
Yeah, Blackout's where that really starts to pick up for them, which is what I truly do enjoy.
Right.
No, they don't know what a lot of it's about. Thank God, they're too young yet.
Yeah.
I like to hear Dirty Glass, and they're like, okay, well, why does it seem like a love song and he's calling her a bitch?
Yeah, well, in some ways, me and Travis are brought up different. So it's different when we think about words that are said and things that are said, it's music. Words are words, man.
But you can't say that words are words, because the second you say that, then words lose their meaning. If words lose their meaning, then why are we talking?
There are restrictions on what the meaning is. Everything is restriction. Everything restricts you from what is. Dogs, animals, bugs, they live as how they should be. People should live how they should be. They all communicate in their own way. Words mean nothing.
What?
Don't think about it,
What
Travis.
did I just walk into?
Oh my goodness.
But no one gets my point.
Do you get this point?
thank you in the comments if you can say Zach is just on another drunken rant. Zach is just on another fucking drunken rant. Is he in a drunken rant, or is he on to something?
What are you
You
talking
just
about?
said that word.
Nothing matters. The fucking people watching, they know what's going on.
If
If they are
happening-
still here, they know what's going on, dude.
Yeah, this has been really long, dude.
You've been taking a shit.
I took a piss.
That was like 20 minutes ago,
Yeah.
dude.
Well, you know, their legs possibly are pretty numb now.
Anyway. The Warriors Code was my first Dropkick Murphys album.
Warriors
And
Code.
I bought it the same day.
same day I got mine.
I bought it the same day that Zach bought Sing Loud, Sing Proud, and I noticed that's when I noticed that okay, Sing Loud, Sing Proud has has a different sound than this the Warriors Code, and it was always something that I'd paid attention to as far as their production goes, but to me the Warriors Code is as solid as Blackout. Like every goddamn song on here, like it starts off with a goddamn song, Your Spirit's Alive, and they're singing about their buddy who fucking died, and like it's got so much goddamn heart in it, and it's like you feel the emotion, you feel the love they had for their friend by the goddamn lyrics in here. And then the song The Warriors Code, goddamn Captain Kelly's Kitchen, dude, to me is a classic. Straight fucking classic. It has that violin. Dude, that fucking song makes me want to go and just be rowdy as fuck, dude. The singles, guy and gown, to me pay attention.
Don't ever fall in love. It's the devil's own invention.
Dude, like, boom, boom, boom. And dude, like, that song is just so fucking awesome. And, what was that, The Walking Dead?
The Walking Dead's good. Hell, Sunshine Highway.
I love
Wicked-
Sunshine Highway.
Wicked Sensitive Crew.
Wicked Sensitive Crew, dude, is great because it's got
And
some of the funniest shit in there with talking about Oh Buddy in the meat suit.
After listening to Do or Die, like after going back to their first album, I enjoyed listening again, like just putting in an album and hearing it. Citizen CIA, there's something about it that takes me back to Do or Die, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah, Citizen CIA does have that.
I really like that song now, even though they've cleaned everything up. It takes you back to that point, and it's like, huzzah. I guess that's why I kept going back to the album to begin with, because there was something there. The band is good, but Citizen CIA, The Green Fields of France was amazing.
Dude, yes.
And then
Green Field of Friends. How do you do, Willie McBride?
Now-
do you mind if I sit here down by your graveside?
anybody who drinks Samuel Adams knows I'm shipping up to Boston.
Yeah, man.
I hate the fact that every beer commercial you see that has anything to do with the Irish culture is now playing I'm shipping up to Boston. Well, not now, before. I didn't even know it was Dropkick Murphys then, and I knew it like,
The
what
first
the
time
hell?
I heard of was from fucking Departure.
Yeah, the movie Departed.
Departure. Wow.
Last Letter Home was amazing.
Departed.
And Tessie, phenomenal.
Tessie.
Great song. So,
This whole album was
almost
great.
every song on this album.
That song was on the CD I got.
The Burden was good, but it
Dude,
just
I
didn't.
love The Burden.
But it didn't
Dude.
match up. It didn't match up
Yeah,
to everything
Frankie's
else.
gonna be alright.
It didn't match up to everything else that was on there. There was so much else that was on there that was amazing that the Burden just kind of got caught in the undertow.
Really,
of it.
dude? Burden to me is
I
like,
felt.
to me, The Burden is so fuck. That song makes me feel good, dude. They said he was old and he couldn't hold a tune, but I think he's gonna be alright. But dude, when you go to Wicked Sensitive Crew, man, like I love that song, especially when he says, But do thugs have posters in their bedroom wall of the dude from the darkness in a creepy meat suit zipped up low, and you can practically see his, and then the music cuts out and you kind of hear crickets, and they're like, what are you talking about, man? And then the fucking chorus comes in, and then he's like, I don't know nothing about no meat suit, but I'll tell you, there's one town that's ahead of the times. Man, they know what's up for sure. Like, dude, that song is awesome, dude. But, dude, you're so fucking right, man. Every song is so good, but I love that goddamn burden, dude.
Take It and Run was another one. It just got swept underneath the rug. A good song, but you had so much on this album that was so good that these songs that were decent, I mean, they're good songs, it just got swept underneath. And it's like, man, if y'all could have just saved that for another album when it's like, hey, we're running out of ideas, but we need to throw something out there, that would have been a perfect time to use them. You know what I mean?
Nah. But I think I don't know, to me, they work on this album, man. Like, to me, the burden fits the entire vibe of this album. Like, this whole album is very much, very uplifting, very heartfelt, very sad, very, like, goddamn, dude, Greeting Field of Friends, or France, I mean, is, like, goddamn, incredibly depressing, but
I don't know.
So goddamn good, man.
I can't even say it's depressing.
It is goddamn sad as fuck. Like, that's the, dude, like, when you get to the, you know, what's that one part,
No.
to that loyal heart, you're forever 19, dude, man.
But see, no, like,
Really, Yoshi?
I guess it's because of experiences upon my behalf. I listen to the Green Fields of France. Yes, it does make me sad, but it also makes me reflective on everything else. And when things are really, really, really bad, I can listen to this song and I feel something more than what...
You feel better? Is that what you're trying to say?
I feel like I got it off my chest, I guess.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm trying to say. Is like it's such a sad fucking song, but at the same
uplifting.
time, yes, it's very uplifting. There's something about it that, and then when you get to the chorus, man, did they beat the drum slowly? Did they play the fife lowly? Did they sound the death march as they lowered you down? Did the band play the last post and chorus? And did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? Like, dude, that is so fucking good, man.
There again, it is very, very good.
God, this is another flawless fucking album to me, dude.
Now, as he said earlier that he was going to give an album a 10, I do not like giving out perfect scores. I really don't. But
I can hear the entire thing without skipping a track.
But the way that this album makes me feel, having been in some of these situations and walking away with it and hearing somebody else talk about it, and then the way that my kids react to it, all in all, phenomenal album. Not my favorite, but phenomenal album. And even for this album not to be my favorite, I still have to give it a 10 for the way that it interacts with everybody within my family. My wife and kids. Great album. It really is. And it's sad, it really is sad to see that a couple of these songs have been swept underneath because of everything else that they have.
Yeah, because there are much better songs on this album than a handful, but I love those songs at the same time too. Like The Burden just makes me feel good as fuck. The Burden, the music in it, the lyrics, there's just something about an underdog, you know, fucking making it through. But so many people have a song like that. But the music in the song just really kicks it off in a way that's different than other people's underdog, you know what I mean?
Although, and with other songs on here, I'm really glad it helped you get. I'm really glad that it helped the Dropkick Murphys get their name out there.
Yeah, me too.
I am so sick and tired of I'm shipping up to Boston.
I mean, that is one that if you would
It's just
say,
got burnt out, man.
like, if you could say one is burnout, you could say that. But I love the shit out of the song. But to me, it's like, since I own the albums, they don't play this shit on the radio. I can hear it whenever I want. You know what I mean?
Right?
Well, now, and since nobody uses television much anymore, so the commercials are pretty much died out. Shipping Out to Boston really hasn't shown up on very many commercials lately either.
It was in a movie
What
though.
wasn't it Shipping Up to Boston that was used in
Teen Titans.
Teen Titans Go? When
What?
Robin is fighting the leprechaun, they used I'm Shipping Up to Boston. And it was, dude, even when we watched the episode, it was like, yes, Dropkick Murphys.
No.
I'm shipping up to Boston? Really?
Well, I mean, that's the one. That's
That's the one everybody recognizes
yeah,
now
you know.
as a common day
It's a way to
Irish song.
yeah, it's a way to get people into the band. Like it's a real easy song to get people to like
It's
the
the
band.
gateway song.
It is definitely the gateway song.
Yes.
It's the
I'll agree
gateway
with that.
drug.
Or how high school kids would say it's the poser way.
Yeah, high school kids would say that's not if that's what got you into Dropkick, you're a poser. I was listening to her dad before it was cool.
You do that so well.
Because I have done it.
There's a video. It's on YouTube.
Oh, the
Uh-huh.
the first time I ever got drunk as fuck while we were reviewing an album. It's a staple on our videos. Gotta get a little enhanced.
Zach sometimes walks away.
Yeah, Zach sometimes walks away or trails the fuck off onto some other shit.
Zach just does what the fuck he wants.
Yeah, Zach just does what he wants.
Now we're at his house, so we can just actually do what the fuck we want.
Yeah, just don't whip your balls out like
I'm not
Joey
whipping
did.
my balls out. I'm not fucking putting a hole in the wall. I'm not Joey. I'm not the wild card. He continued to say while he was doing coke doing or not, I'm not the wild card. I'm not the wild card.
Oh, I'm not the wild card.
And I'm like, really, dude? Really? Because you seem pretty wild tonight. And Brian was like, he's not the wild card anymore. You know how Brian is kind of just like,
Yeah, man. He's dude.
and then I was like, so if you're not the wild card, what are you? He goes, I don't know. I'm the low card. I'm like, no, you're not the low card. And Brian says, he's the mild card.
Nah,
I said, that works. You're the mild card. If you're not going to clean
Well, I'm
him
going to
up.
let y'all start on the meanest of times. I don't really have a lot to say about this album. I mean, there's some pretty good on it. So I'm going to refill my glass and take a piss.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
have much to say about this album either.
All right, then I guess it's the Travis show right now.
Yep.
The meanest of times is the moment I started saying I need to buy some Dropkick Murphys because a bunch of these songs were free downloads on Guitar Hero 3.
Oh, Johnny fucking...
Johnny, I hardly knew you.
Johnny, I hardly knew
What do you
you.
call it? Flanagan's Ball, and I believe the state of Massachusetts. And god damn, I love the fuck out of those songs. Especially Flanagan's Ball. I love Flanagan's Ball. I stepped in and I stepped out again. I stepped out and I stepped in again. Learning the dance of Flanagan's Ball. Like, that song is bad fucking ass. And Johnny I Hardly Knew Ya is like that classic goddamn fucking war song, you know. With that, you
I
know,
remember Stasi
there are so
playing.
many versions of
Dude,
that.
I totally remember Stasi playing people on Guitar Hero 3 on your PlayStation 3 against Dropkick Murphys songs.
And the state of Massachusetts, dude, that riff. Like, that shit is so fucking rad, dude. And like, the album starts out with Famous for Nothing. That fucking song is awesome as shit. Like, that's fucking rad. God Willing is alright. Tomorrow's Industry is okay. I really like Echoes on A Street. Vice of Virtues is cool. Surrender, like Fairmount Hill is fantastic. But this is like, this album is like, I don't know, it's like, I like this about as much as I like The Warrior's Code and Blackout. But at the same time, it doesn't feel like there was a lot of progression. Like, it kind of feels like they were getting a little stagnant. Like, I love the shit out of the album, but if you've heard Warrior's Code, if you heard Blackout, you've heard The Meanest of Times. Not taking anything away from this album is fantastic. Nothing bad about it, like all the songs. But this is the point where it's like, damn, you know, are they gonna do anything a little different? Like, where are they going now? This is like the third album in a row that honestly kind of sounds the same.
There's no change. There's no change.
Yeah.
I did feel that.
But at the same time, Dropkick Murphys is one of those bands where I'll allow that shit because they do it so well. I don't mind if the album sounds close to them other ones because it's still got the same heart, it's still got the same drive, it's still taking steps forward, but just in that same realm and not really thinking outside the box. It's just thinking in, you know, the Dropkick Murphys box. But they're doing it good. It's not boring. It doesn't, you know, when you hear this album, you're like, boom, that's The Meanest of Times. When you hear Warrior's Code, you're like, boom, that's Warrior's Code. Same thing with Blackout, you know. But at the same time, you're like, they do sort of sound the same. But with that said, I was like, you know, I'm like, okay, the more standard punk songs, whatever, the more folky stuff I really get into, because I'm not a big punk fan. I've never really explored that genre. So what got me into this band was the folkiness, was the bagpipes, the banjos, the fucking violins and all that, the accordions. And so when I would hear like one of the more standard kind of punk songs without the folky influence, I would kind of skip it and be like, eh. But nowadays, you know, it's years later, I can listen to it fine. But that's kind of how I felt about this album. This one has a good 5 bonus tracks. Jailbreak, that Thin Lizzy song, I could do without that. Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak, like, yeah. Thick Skin of Defiance is decent. Forever 2007 is good. I mean, that's the one we all know from Sing Loud, Sing Proud, just a re-recorded version. Breakdown is cool, and then you've got an alternate version of Flanagan's Ball, which I fucking love Flanagan's Ball. I'll listen to all versions of that. And this one also has a DVD that I never watched. And I've had this album for almost 10 years.
You're fucking kidding me.
What?
Holy shit.
What up? Oh, your cat came back.
Oh my God, it's been a week. Hey, Membry.
Oh my God.
Memory has come back.
Y'all.
Holy shit. Bela and Yoshi, y'all chill out.
Knows his space.
Damn.
Oh my
Damn,
God.
that is like amazing.
Holy shit. It's been over a week.
The cat got out last
I just
week.
moved to a new house, took this cat out of
Is
his
it-
element,
Is it
and
male
he
or
came
female?
back.
Male or female?
He's a
Male.
male and he's gonna fucking piss everywhere.
That's just it. He went out, got something knocked up.
Exactly. He's good.
He
He's
just had to
good.
go get some cat vagina.
He went to get his pussy.
What? You know, there is something I've got to say about The Meanest of Times.
Yeah, give it to me.
I kind of walked away on it, but man, it really did sound a lot like the others. But he did go back and do Johnny, I Hardly Knew You.
Yeah, fan-fucking-tastic.
Dude, oh my God,
Fan-fucking-tastic.
that was amazing. I'm so glad Dropkick Murphys gave us that. We always hear it. We've heard it since we were a child. But Dropkick Murphys
They
gave us
Holy
a
shit,
passion
yeah,
to it
that.
that we grew up into.
And Yoshi's so
And
excited.
They rocked it
It
out.
was phenomenal, man. It really was.
They rocked it out. To me, it's
I
as good. It's one of the, when they do a traditional song like that, it is as good as when they did Rocky Road to Dublin.
Is there a reason? Is that for all
That's
four of
fucking
us?
awesome. What?
Is that for all four of us?
Everyone's. I've got multiple forks and ranch sauce.
I'm good, man.
Do you want a chicken? Looks like it's just me and you.
Me and you, bro. I'm down.
Believe it or not,
Slow
talking
it
with
down.
Christy tonight, my wife.
I'll get one. Fuck it.
The state of Massachusetts, I had just, like I'd heard it, but I guess I wasn't really listening. Like she explained to me what the song was, and I really love the way that they can give you a song like that and still make it seem like a good song.
Yeah, because it's
I
about
guess.
somebody having their kids taken away. And
I've heard it a couple of times. I just never picked up on what they were saying. I like the song. Now I need to go back and listen to it again because now I'm not so sure that. I don't know. I need to go back and listen to it again.
see, I just really like the music behind it.
I love it. That song is amazing.
This shit is
That's a really sad story.
goddamn. Yeah, it is. It is goddamn hot.
Okay. I
It's
think
mild. It's mild.
Bullshit.
It's totally mild, dude.
he's swimming in the ocean over there. Like he's already started sweating so hard.
Yeah,
he's
that's just
swimming.
like I feel the sweat coming, dude.
Wow, I'm just telling you, it's totally mild.
Wow. All right. So keep going about
the one big song that stood out on here to me. I need to listen to it a couple more times, but still, Johnny, I Hardly Knew You.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it stood out. It made me excited. Honestly, it's right now, as of this moment, if I had a playlist to send it to, Johnny, I Hardly Knew You would be the only one from this album I send it to. But
my
I didn't-
favorites are the Massachusetts, Johnny, and the Flanagan's Ball. Like
Flanagan's
those
Ball, dude.
are really my favorites on this album. Those are the ones I take away the most.
Yeah, those are your all-time favorites.
And maybe that first song.
and Flanagan's Ball may be another one that I enjoy. I just don't realize it yet.
Oh damn,
And-
it's spilling on the table.
I don't get a chance to listen to these albums and know exactly what I'm listening to because they're all burned. I don't see titles, I don't see tracks, I don't see anything else. I gotta look it up. This isn't one I've looked up very often. I apologize. But Johnny, I Hardly Knew You. The second it came on, I recognized it, I knew it. It was awesome. I love it, man.
Yeah, whoa! That's a great fucking album. But 3 albums that sound very similar to each other is.
You're getting kind of lost.
Yeah, you're getting a little lost. You're like, yeah, I kind of hope the next one does something
I
a
got
little
you, Travis.
different.
You're stewing
It is
in the
kind of
funk.
hot. It is kind of hot after 2.
Yeah, there's like a heat to it
There
there.
is a heat.
Like I
I
can't.
totally feel it. There is a heat.
Like,
You
but
did get at least 3, right? Toast.
I don't care how many I've had.
so with that said, with Dropkick Murphys' next album, they went
As
all
long as they're all gone,
fucking
they're not
out.
wasted away. I ordered this last night, and I don't like wasting food.
With Dropkick Murphys' next album, Going Out in Style, they went all fucking out.
Yes, they did.
Holy shit. When I read that Dropkick Murphys' next album was going to be a concept album, I was like, no fucking way. No fucking way. What? Dropkick Murphys is going to do a concept album? That's phenomenal already in
Are we
itself.
finally talking about this one?
We are finally talking about Going Out in Style.
Going Out in Style has probably got to be my favorite.
I will
All
agree. This
this-
is my favorite
I will say,
too,
I
man.
did say in the beginning that I have favorites. Shut the fuck up. You've been gone for a week. But this, hold that. You felt vinyl records. It's thick as fuck, and it's white, and it's a great fucking record.
It's your Aryan record.
Plus, it has extra songs on it.
Yeah, this is what that aggravates me. All right, back in the day, when CDs first came out, they were adding bonus songs to the CDs,
The deluxe edition.
that were on the vinyl version. But nowadays, they're adding shit to the vinyl version that's not on the CD.
Yeah.
When it's like, motherfucker,
No, sir, I don't like it.
you can fit that on the CD. You have 80 minutes that you could fit on a CD.
You have way more time on a CD, or way more space on a CD.
If you can fit it on a fucking vinyl record, you can put it on the CD.
Well, no, you would have to put it on 2 vinyl records.
But, holy fuck, dude.
That cat know where it be.
The concept on this album
I was gonna claim
is about the life and times of a man, God, what is
Right now,
his
it doesn't
name?
matter.
It'll be there tomorrow.
Cornelius Larkin.
Hopefully not.
He was a Korean War veteran and organizer with the International Horsemen's Association. You have basically his life story
Hey, kitty.
and obituary in the liner notes. Online, you can find more about his story. They went all over the place for this album and put out one of the greatest concept albums that, well, it's a concept album that stands up to some of the great concept albums of records past. It is a phenomenal fucking album. Every song has that folkiness that I love. Every song is melodic. Every song has that heart. This album, in many ways, does not sound anything like the 3 before it. When I said I was getting a little bored with Meanest of Times, this sparked my love for this band in more ways than one.
Yeah.
Hang 'em
This is
high.
my favorite.
Going Out in Style, The Hardest Mile. God damn it, The Hardest Mile, dude. Cruel, we were young, we were innocent, we were cruel, we were wild. Like Memorial Day. Oh my God, dude. Climbing a Chair to Bed. Broken Hymns. Deeds Not Words. Take 'Em Down is like one of those great stomp clap songs. Fucking A, dude. Sunday Hardcore Matinee, Peg Oh My Heart, 1953, The Irish Rover. Every song on this album is completely fucking flawless, dude. This to me is Dropkick Murphys trying something new and succeeding in more ways than other bands who have tried this have failed. Like this album to me is like, it is my favorite one just because that it renewed my interest in the band. They jumped out of their comfort zone, but at the same time did not alienate what made them such a great band. They did not alienate their sound, they didn't alienate their fans, because you can look at this as a normal Dropkick Murphys album. You don't have to pay attention to the concept or anything. You can look at all these songs as standalone songs, or you can pay attention to how the songs connect. That is hard to fucking do. Cause like take other concept albums, you know, it's hard to listen to those songs separately on other concept albums. You know what I mean? In many other concept albums, you have to hear the whole thing to like any of it. But this one, you can pick and choose. You can cherry pick songs on here and be just as happy as you are listening to the entire record front to back. That is incredibly hard to do. And goddamn it, I commend these motherfuckers. Fucking, yeah, like, I'm sucking a lot of dick here, but damn it, Dropkick Murphys, you guys fucking got me on this. Holy shit.
At least you agreed. I mean, at least you
I
admitted.
love that
I'm
fucking
sorry
record though.
that you were sucking a lot of dick on that rant.
It's that good, dude. I mean,
You
shit.
admitted to it. That's all it needs to be
Like,
said.
dude, a blowjob is the best way to get to know a penis.
What?
College Humor.
Okay. Okay.
That was a video from College Humor.
Okay.
I've got to admit, for this album,
But you quoted it.
like, I agree completely. This is a phenomenal album all the way around, hands down.
But
No, there's no buts to it. I still like, well, dude, you are rubbing off on me. I'm spacing out now. I can't even think. There was another album before this. Oh my god, and I loved it so much better. Can't even think of the damn name of it.
Warriors Code, baby.
Warriors Code, thank you. Why the hell I couldn't spit that out, I'll have no idea. But
It's been.
this has got to be my second favorite album. It is one that you can just throw into the CD player, and when you drag yourself out of your thoughts and you're listening to the music, you can just pick up where you started off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really good, and everybody in my family seems to enjoy it.
Yeah,
It's easy for the kids. It's easy for me. It's an easy album with something different. And 1953 is an amazing song. I can listen to
I
it
love that
1,000
song,
times
dude.
over. I'll listen to it 1,000 times over again before I die.
Right?
I love it. Peg of My Heart is perfect. Perfect for a pickup behind 1953. Like, you could not have placed that song any better anywhere else. It was just pick right up and run with it. Whoever's idea that was, you're a fucking genius.
Yeah, the song placement on this album is perfect. That's another thing that is hard to do.
Yeah.
There's
Exactly how it runs on the record too. 1933, 53.
1953 and then
And
Peg
then
of
Think
My
of My
Heart.
Heart. But you had this bonus track before the Irish Rover. So you get one more song on the vinyl. I don't like that, but I do appreciate that I only spent $20 and I got it on white vinyl and it has an extra song. It's so much fucking more awesome to experience it
Did you
on
ever show them?
vinyl. Did I show them?
Zach's got a hipster out right now.
I got a hipster right now. I've got this album on fucking
It sounds so
vinyl.
much better on wax.
It does. It sounds so much better on wax. I don't give a shit though, but I love having the big fucking version of it. It's a gatefold too. You got the whole fucking obituary right here. Then you got the lyrics right here, and then the records. You got it's a double record, and the way I have them, you gotta turn them, but it's on white. It's fucking white. That's cool, dude. And it's thick as shit. So, yeah. The cat is going insane in there. I gave him food so he would shut the fuck up. He's been gone for a week, so he needs to learn his place.
You know who he really reminds me of when he starts drinking?
Who's that?
He reminds me of that dude from Trailer Park Boys.
Leahy?
Leahy?
Not Leahy.
Okay, not
Randy?
Not Randy.
Is it one of the main three?
Yeah, it's one of the main two guys.
Is it
Ricky?
Bubble.
Ricky?
Ricky.
Bubble?
Thank you.
Ricky.
Dude,
So I'm Ricky.
when you get a chance, I want you to go back and listen to this video.
Okay.
And I just want you to listen to yourself. Don't listen to me or him or anything else we got to say. And wait till just about this point in time, take it back a little bit, and then listen to yourself.
Then you would be Bubbles, because Travis is already Ricky.
What?
How am I already
I don't
Ricky?
know. You're Ricky. He said I'm Julian.
No, he sounds like Ricky, so he's
Oh.
Julian. And I'm fine with Bubbles, thank you very much.
So I'm Ricky. I'm Ricky. Damn, I'm Ricky.
I wish I was
maybe
Ricky.
Bubbles?
Yeah, because you dress like him back in the day.
But dude, man, like, Zach, give us some thoughts on Going Out in Style, man, because Daniel
I love it.
man.
I fucking love this record. 10 out of 10. This fucking record right here I can listen to back to front without skipping a track over and over again. It's still in my fucking, you know, when I get bored and I can't find something I want to listen to, I will pull that out. Like to this day, I pull out a lot of other records from a lot of certain bands that I like Queens of the Stone Age, Green Day, fucking Between the Buried and Me. I pull out a certain record from that one band that are on where I feel like that's what I feel that band should do. And that's what I want to hear right now. You know, this is the definitive fucking Dropkick Murphys. It is them, how I feel they grew up and they actually did something. They were structured. They worked their asses off to make something fucking pure from the heart, and it worked. It fucking makes me tear up.
Yeah,
When
there
I
are
listen-
some real touching ass.
There are.
moments
Oh
on
my
there,
god, dude. What is that one song on this? Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I do tear up. 1955, I tear up.
1953.
Broken Hymns, I fucking tear up, dude. I'm not gonna lie. That is a fucking 10 out of 10 for me. I don't care, dude.
I agree
I
with
love that fucking record. $20 ain't shit. You get it when and it's white and it looks better than the CD. It ain't shit.
So, the next album came out barely a year
Yeah,
later.
that kind of threw me off. But you
When-
know what? You probably know this more now than I do.
I
Because
remember when
we've
you
done this
first got
before.
it. We were gonna do a first listen, but I don't
We've
remember.
done it twice. We've already done it twice. But I've listened to the album so many times over the years. And
Signed and sealed in blood.
I love it.
The band mentioned that
They were stagnant when they couldn't figure out what to do
they said,
after the concept.
yeah, they wanted to do an album that just rocked. They wanted to just do an album and cut loose because, you know, when you do a concept album, you gotta stay within the concept, and it is a
I'm
headache.
sorry, people, I have to stand.
It is a headache, you know, and you know, there's continuity you got to work with. There's characters you got to come up with. There's a lot more going into a concept album than just writing your normal flair. And this right here, in many ways, like, here's the thing. Dropkick Murphys needed to do the concept album. That broke them out of that sameness that Menace at Times had. And so when they were able to come back with Signed and Sealed in Blood, they put out a record that, to me, in many ways, blows Menace at Times out of the fucking water. It is, and to me, in many ways, I like it a little more than Blackout and Warrior's Code. Like, there was like a renewed energy. It's like they had to go and do Going Out in Style before they can be
progress.
called, before
they had to opera rock before
they can be normal Dropkick Murphys again, I guess.
Yeah.
And holy shit, they fucking did it. This album is front to back fucking good as shit.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome as hell.
I agree, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking love Rose Tattoo. Rose Tattoo is one of those fucking songs, man, that makes me tear.
Rose Tattoo, man.
Like that's the thing, man. This band can make me tear with multiple songs. And if a band can make me fucking tear,
The Boys Are Back, Jimmy Collins Wake.
Jimmy Collins Wake, you know what? I gotta throw out a toast. Travis, you knew this guy. Brent Brannon.
Brent.
That's what I think about when I hear Jimmy Collins Toast. Or Jimmy Collins Wake, or whatever the song is called. When I hear that song, I think of Brent. And I gotta drink to you, man. You were a good guy. And I hate that you left us, man.
Yeah. Brent was a badass. Brent was a fucking
Forever
straight
27, bro.
badass. Yeah, Forever 27, bro. And just the fact that they do a Christmas song, which to me is
Oh my God, that
One of the
I
most-
totally relate to that.
one of the
Oh
most
my
relatable
God.
Christmas songs ever. God damn it, if that is not our family.
That is totally our family.
Every Christmas.
Not
That's
necessarily
not
every
just our
Christmas.
family, but that's our friends as well.
Yeah. Like this
It doesn't
whole
matter
album,
if you
dude.
grew up in it. You know somebody
Yeah.
that's grown up in it. Yeah, it's one of those songs, man. Anyone can relate to that. Like, dude, it's a
But
good
you know,
song.
When it comes to this album, I'm losing something with them. There's a couple of songs on here I really enjoy. Of course,
I will hold up. I
Of
don't
course,
mean to
Rose Tattoo.
interject. I do not mean to interject, but what is that one fucking song? Prisoner's song. It starts out with the goddamn shipping out to Boston. It's the shipping out to Boston song.
It does.
do
That
have
is
to
the
say
same
that.
riff. It is the same
Prisoner's
riff.
song is shipping out to Boston. I'm sorry that I interjected
oh
that.
no, you're good.
Because I'm sure you had a good rant there, but I had to throw that off there for a minute.
I
'cause
don't
that's
really
what I
have
thought.
a good rant. I just have. There's something about this album that didn't connect with me, man. It didn't. I didn't get it. I wasn't on top of it. I liked Rose Tattoo. There again, I would have it on my playlist.
Mhm.
I like Jimmy Collins' Wake. I love The Seasons Upon Us. It's just a phenomenal song, and it doesn't matter whether it's a Christmas song or not. It's still fun to sing at any point in time of the year. But you know, there's songs on here that just, the boys are back.
That's a great opener, dude. That
It is
was
a
a
good
good
opener.
Maybe
The
it's an
boys
opener,
are
but
back.
then
The boys are back and we're looking for trouble.
think of a standalone song. It
It's
just pops
an
on.
intro. It's an intro.
That's really
for
what
the
it
album.
is.
It's just
It's
an intro for the
They're
album.
just saying they're coming back.
They're
A
telling you
3-minute
that they're
and
coming back.
20-second intro saying, "The boys are back. The boys are back." I love you guys. You guys are awesome. But really, did you have to make that song that damn long?
It is a little long, and I would say the next album does that better. But we'll get to that.
Okay. But then, like we were talking about earlier,
I love
the
Rose
end
Tattoo.
of the night.
End of the
What the
night.
hell were y'all thinking? Like, I've heard it twice now. I heard it third
Twice.
time here. And I still, like, all I can think
I probably
is
heard it
Back
more.
to the Future prom night.
What?
Like,
I got
that,
you.
that's all I hear, and it's like, no, please, no.
That's not what we want. I got you. I totally get it.
Earth Angel.
Exactly.
Because
That's what I'm
it is the same chords.
Like-
It's the same chord progression. Yes, it is.
I just keep picturing my hand disappearing.
Yeah, it's the same chord progression. Yes, it is.
There's a couple of songs on here that are really cool. I like them.
That's a good closer.
I love the concept of the songs themselves, the album. To me, even though it seems like it's their biggest album, if you talk to anybody, Signed and Sealed in Blood is the one album everybody goes back to. But
Is it really?
See, that kind of trips me out.
Is it really? Signed and Sealed in Blood is the one they go back to?
that's one people have been leaning on. Now, I haven't started really listening and talking to people, and then going back and listening to it again until I met you guys.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so we got more of a background on Dropkick than you're familiar with. I got you.
but then when I talk with other people outside of you guys, Signed and Sealed in Blood comes to mind, and it's like,
Well, I guess
why?
that's just, maybe that was their introduction to him.
But you know what? I'm not
But it
gonna
is
lie.
weird. That one is expensive online.
That's weird.
I had to order mine from Canada and I got it for $8. Everywhere else, it was
I
gotta
bought
be
it.
15 or
I
more.
bought it brand new when it came out,
uh,
and I've listened to it over and over. And that one song, fucking Rose Tattoo, has touched me so much.
Don't
Especially in this breakup that I've gone through. I broke up with the girl that I was with because her mom killed my dog, and there was a bunch of bullshit that was going on. But I was attached to that fucking dog, and this song means something to me. I used to play it on my acoustic guitar,
Yoshi.
and the
Cat
fucking
doesn't play like that.
the fucking song has these lyrics that just makes me feel and think about my dog. It's just like, you know, you would be here, you know, and I can't sing it, and I fucking cry, and I just go into this big fucking cry moment where I'm like, this bitch, her mom killed my dog, and I don't know how to fucking deal. Don't know how to do. So that's how I feel about that one song on that album. That song is fucking amazing.
One thing I do love
It
about
helps me remember.
One thing I do love about Rose Tattoo is he's giving all his tattoos have meanings.
Exactly.
And a lot of people don't understand that about tattoos.
Yeah.
Tattoos are memories, tattoos are marks of life.
Mm-hmm.
You get, you know, a tattoo is a celebration. You know, people don't understand. I don't have any tattoos, but I understand
Exactly.
why people get tattoos. You know,
They
it's-
mean something to
It's
that person.
not just about, oh, I got this cool thing on me. They have meaning to them.
Well, if you get a
And-
tribal tattoo, you're just a douchebag.
It's kind of like
You got tats.
it's
what
kind
they
of-
be.
I mean, this motherfucker's got 0 on his arm, dude.
You got zeros on the skateboards.
No, man. Fucking, goddamn Nightmare Before Christmas, 0.
I don't have 0.
Oh,
I bullshit. I swear I saw fucking 0 on your
No.
arm. What do you got?
I've got Savage Trough from one of my favorite albums growing up. Savage Trough from OTEP. I have a teddy bear that has quite a few different meanings. One from Five Finger Death Punch. I already know what you're gonna say. There was another one. I don't even remember who the song is by.
Fourth meal
But
rock.
there's one like
Fourth mail!
when I drew this, there was a song called 37 Stitches, and
You drew that.
37 Stitches helps keep the pain in.
So this is
So-
original.
Yeah, this is something I drew.
Okay, that's cool as shit,
Now,
dude.
this is also taken from Korn's teddy bear. I listen
Yeah.
to Korn a lot coming up. Then
He should have been on the.
this is my Tree of Life.
the
It says
opening
down
of the
here,
box.
everything that you are, which is a quote from Mudvayne. Then that's Sitting at the Roots, Perfectly Flawed, there again from OTEP. The song Perfectly Flawed, and that's what you see.
You alright?
So what we see in people is perfectly flawed. You are perfect the way you are. Although I may not like everything about you, it's flawed, it's fucked up, it's not right. You're perfect the way you are. And the root of who you are is everything that you are, man. A star? Oh God, I don't even want to go into that one.
It's that star.
Yeah, the nautical star.
He's like,
direction.
God damn it, I have this.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
gonna talk
okay.
about
I just wanted a
My
tattoo
mother-
that day.
My mother decided her boyfriend was more important than me and has kicked me out of my home, has kicked my children out of her home, and
I
has
just wanted to-
sued me. And it
wanted to piss you
sucks. Oh God, it sucks. But I got this tattoo because of my mother.
Let it out,
because
dude.
she was the person that raised me. She taught me. She pointed me in the right direction. And then she got laid by somebody other than my father, and her mind just went batshit stupid. But beforehand, this is all about my mother. Her favorite animal is a frog. I got a frog on there.
Oh, our mom's favorite animal is a frog.
I swear I
This-
saw 0 floating around in your
Mom's
arm.
favorite
This-
animal
I would
is
like
a
to have
frog.
0.
We relate
I
on
have-
that, bruh. Mom's
have,
favorite animal is a frog.
Half woman, half rose, and half machine tattoo on the upper part of my arm for Johnny Cash's song "Give My Love to Rose." He met the man on a railroad track, so I figured the industrial part of it was just perfect. The woman's face is a rose. It's not the greatest tattoo I have. I really wish I had somebody to fix it. Then I have the Devil's Garden on my chest. It's a garden that looks like a skull. Everything is beautiful, but even though it's beautiful, it can be just as wicked and mean as anything else in this life. I understand what they were trying to... Oh God, I almost forgot my son's tattoo. I have another teddy bear on this arm. It's for my son Cash. He's holding a guitar pick that says 2014. because when he was born, I took my Johnny Cash pick, put it on a necklace, and that was pretty much the only thing I had of him at the time. So my Johnny Cash pick and my son up here on this arm. I also have the star on around him of my other 4 children. Of course, they're my stepchildren, so they're as bad as it sounds, they were an afterthought, but it was kind of one of those you had to go on after. Yeah, that was a bad way to put that. But I understand what they mean by signed and sealed in blood for one reason.
Right.
We go through shit in life and we search for closure. We search for it and we search for it and we search for it. And finally one day we get a grasp on it and we hold on to it. And we have that healing inside of ourselves. But how do we end it?
Why is he wet? Sorry. Why is he wet?
Dogs. That's why he's wet, because he doesn't give a fuck. The dogs can grab on him and touch him and pull on him and fucking, that's why he's gross. Jesus Christ.
Now, with things in our
he's
life,
totally
we work
bad.
through
That's
shit,
gross.
and when we get through it, it's kind of like writing a song. How the hell do you end a song? Do you just fade out? Do you treat it like a movie and just go to black when you're done filming shit? Well, how do you treat your emotions? Man, you stamp that shit, sign it and seal it in blood,
Right.
and that part of you is sealed, it's closed, it's done.
Yeah, that's what I love about
And
the song. Is like,
that
What's crazy is you
You're gonna
understand the
be with
meaning of
me.
the entire album more than I can say.
you're gonna be with me forever.
But you don't get into the album that much.
Yes.
It's
the
I mean,
one.
it's a
It's
cool
the one
album.
song.
It's
It's
just-
the one song.
and maybe
That's what
just
I
it.
gotta say. It's the one song. It's not the concept of the album. It's the one song.
No, I'd say it's almost the concept of the album. Because look at this. The season's upon us. What is that about?
Yeah.
Family getting together. The battle rages
The
on.
one guy that dies.
Don't tear us
Your
apart.
friend that
My
dies.
hero.
It is a concept.
It
as much
kind
as
of-
they don't want to say it is, it
What's-
totally is.
It's
kind
a
of-
concept in it's a different kind of concept. It's not a
It's not a full concept album.
It's not a story.
No.
It's a concept around an idea.
Yes.
I don't know that I'd even say that, man. I really wouldn't. I think this is just an emotional album for them. They looked within themselves. They had a friend that passed away.
Exactly.
Apparently something happened within their family because they were angry at somebody. The season's upon us, even though it's a fun song. And it's funny to listen to. They're pissed at somebody. They're throwing shit around. And I get it. It's just not my favorite. And maybe it's because of all the problems I have within the family that I have problems coping with. That I'm just looking at that album like, man, you know, it's a great album, but I just really can't listen to that.
Yeah, maybe it digs up shit you don't want to have to. You know what I mean?
Well, you can't say that either because there's a lot of shit that I have buried in my past. I have problems dealing with on a regular basis that they've touched on throughout their career. And sometimes it helps to listen to that.
They probably got more
Young
personal
Willie
ones.
McBride, man, when there's people I think about in my life, and I wish I could talk to them, I wish I could hold them, I wish I could hold their hands, I wish I could say thank you. There's so many things I wish I could tell them. I listen to that song, and it's like I am saying it. And I connect back to that. And it helps me through the hardest time in my life I've ever been through. This song kind of brings me to another hard point in my life, but it's not a part in my life that I've got closure with it. I just don't want to go back to that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm done with my family, and it sucks that I've lost most of my biological family. If this ever gets back to Mashonda, Elizabeth, and Steven, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being around. Thank you so much for helping me through it. I needed it, and my wife thanks you, and my kids will eventually thank you because they don't know how much you helped.
This has been a very emotional.
Well, yeah, this is the first one we've done since I broke up with a chick that I've recently come to.
On a very
realize she
special
killed my fucking
episode.
dog.
It is a very special episode, but
Yeah.
you got to think about it. The first 2 albums were straight punk, nothing but anger, aimed at the government,
I love
aimed
punk.
at the man,
I fucking
just
love punk.
blah, 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 anger, 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 anger. But then you stepped into what the Dropkick Murphys became, and they were like, hey, we're a sensitive crew. We're emotional people.
Right.
It
we
doesn't
are
matter
people.
how angry
We have feelings too.
It doesn't matter that we're going to sit here and tell you just because we're small doesn't mean we can't take on the biggest dog in the room. We still have emotions. We have these feelings.
They're
and
one of the
they
biggest
explore
dogs,
them
man.
throughout their music. And that is one of the greatest things about Dropkick Murphys. Is they do that. And they have no shame in it. They have carried out their punk attitude of screw you guys, I am the way that I am, and I want to keep doing that.
And that is really the definition of punk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
That's
I really think,
exactly what Green Day said when they wrote Good Riddance.
I really think that is the only thing that has
No one
truly
gets
kept
on that,
Dropkick
but
Murphy
It's true.
from blackout to now punk. They just stopped caring. We're going to sing about what we want to sing about. It's not going to be violence and this, and well.
Well, see, yeah, at that
in
point
it,
they
but-
said, well, we got the listener's ear, now we're going to do what we want to do. We are a band, and we've already got the people to listen to us.
But they
Doesn't
still
matter
gave us
we
what
sound like.
They didn't do like every other band and go pop. They gave us what we liked
Well,
about them
They
with
got
that
it with
emotion
the
on
Beatles
their
route. They
behalf.
said, well, we already got the listener's ear, so we're going to do what we want.
Yeah.
Is that...
Yeah.
Do you connect to that?
I can-
The Beatles did that same thing.
I gotta piss.
That's where I...
Give me 2 seconds.
I am so sorry this has taken so long.
That's how we feel, man.
It's not my fault.
And I've got to throw my little bit in.
So now,
10 years. And I've sang with him, grabbed Scruffy's ass and shook his hand afterwards. And it was amazing. Sorry, Daniel. I had to.
that kind of hurts my feelings a little bit, but we're good.
And this was prior to me marrying Daniel.
I love you.
I love you too.
There's still that much left of this beer? Dude,
Where's
Coors
that
Light
cat
is
at?
horrible, man.
It is. Where's that cat?
It's in your
Right here.
bedroom.
In my bedroom? Or the spare room?
It's either in, I didn't know you had two bedrooms,
He's
dude.
like, I don't know if you do. Shut the fuck up. Come here. Alright. Hey, cat. You are wet as fuck, goddamn.
Dude,
Why do you let the dogs get on your wet pussy? Coors Light sucks if you drink it fast.
if you drink it fast, it
good
sucks.
Lord. It sucks either way, dude. But it's cheap.
Oh,
That's cool you came back.
God, I'm spoiled.
I know. So, but it helps if you want to be a working man and get what you get, you know.
Dude,
I
drinking it like that.
couldn't have this if I didn't drink that bullshit.
Oh, God, dude.
That's
the
what I gotta
smell is-
say.
The smell is even bad.
It is,
Oh.
but I couldn't have this without drinking
Oh.
bullshit. You know, if I drink high dollar shit, I would be spending way more on my bullshit time.
You know, you should do what I did.
What's that?
Take a couple of days and don't drink.
I don't. This is weekend time that I share with people.
That you drink?
Yeah. If I share it with people, if I'm gonna drink and share
Oh, well,
with
yeah,
people.
sharing with people.
Yeah,
is pretty.
Definitely. If
No,
I'm-
that's a $30 bottle of wine in there.
Yeah, I'll spend $30 and I'll get like $6 or like 6 fucking beers and everyone else around me can drink. You know? I get compensated with that from fucking hanging out with people. It doesn't matter if I spend $30.
I mean, a $30 bottle of wine versus how much did it cost you for that 12-pack?
Like $8. Exactly.
All of that those few glasses of mead, like, dude, they were only half glasses. So maybe they came up to a pint. Maybe. Dude, I haven't drank in like.
Well,
When was the last time
I
you
also
went
had
to
like
Vegas?
2 good beers at the Mexican restaurant before we got here.
Because that was the last time I drank. But then I take care of the kids while the old lady's at work. Like,
The old lady.
she works at a school doing night shift shit.
That's cool.
No, it really sucks.
No. That sucks.
Alright.
I love this one though.
So we are on the most recent Dropkick Murphys album. 11 short stories of pain.
We can
and
cut all
glory.
that out.
No, please don't. Because Christy had a couple of things to say.
Okay.
You'll hear it whenever you go back to it.
Wait, I've already got one.
What'd you say?
What did I say?
Yeah.
I showed him my Dropkick Murphys tattoo.
Oh, you got a Dropkick Murphys tattoo?
Yes, I do.
Fucking rad.
Yes, I had that
I
for
thought
a
that was at the
long
beginning
time.
of the thing.
No,
Badass.
she just
And-
did that.
I also sang with him at a show.
That's awesome.
And I grabbed Scruffy's ass and then shook his hand right afterwards.
Hell yes.
Fuck yeah.
That was
Fuck
that was
yes.
like 2 months before he left the band too.
Yes.
Oh.
Damn.
My sister's
So-
blaming that on me, but I seriously doubt that's what happened.
My wife is the reason he is gone.
No, I'm not.
That's the reason he left the band.
He went looking for me and never found me.
That is cool.
That is fucking rad. So,
This album, 11 short stories of pain and glory. I don't know if you wanted to say it or if you wanted somebody else to, but I only found a couple of really good songs on here, and I'm kind of disappointed with that. I like the album because, alright, come on, Blood, that is a fantastic song. Fantastic. Even with the situation hell. With the situations me and you were going through, Blood is a phenomenal song. First Class Loser,
Dude.
we all know who that reminds us of. Phenomenal. Paying My Way. God,
Love
that was
Paying My Way.
great.
Paying my way.
I Had a Hat was really cool.
Paying my way. I'm
Not
paying
something
my
I've
way.
listened to.
This
Just
is
like,
the
hey,
most-
I really want to hear this song,
You know,
but I really liked it. You'll Never Walk Alone. I liked it, but there again, not something I'm just like, hey, I want to throw in this album and listen to just this song. Great album. But
I really
there's
hate
a lot
to
that I
say
could have dealt without.
There's about. I love this. And it's just like the last 3 albums that they released. It's just been fucking brilliant to me. The album before this and the one before that has been the most brilliant they have ever released. And I feel like they just keep getting better. Yeah, you probably definitely don't agree with me.
Oh no, I'm just actually looking at the artwork.
This-
Like, I'm curious about the artwork. Why the massive change? Because
The artwork doesn't matter.
yeah,
You
everything
see
else
the
has
one-
been
nothing-
like seals.
No,
you know what I
like-
mean? Like emblems.
Well, yeah,
and-
Yeah.
emblems and seals. This
Except
goes
for the
back.
Blackout.
Blackout has the worst cover
Blackout
out of
is-
all of them.
Well, what about the 2 before that?
The 2 before that
3
had
before
Were
that?
seals.
4.
seals, and well, the seals kind of started with Sing Loud, Sing Proud. 'Cause you got the construction crew on Do or Die, and
Yeah.
then you've got the army guys
But
on
You
Gangs on
had
Here.
you had Dark and Gritty, then you had Army in the Middle of War, Dark and Gritty.
Yeah.
There's nothing really bright about that. Then you had Sills until the Warrior Code, but then you had 2 men fighting, kind of dark and gritty. And then you had nothing but Sills. Then you have this,
But you had that
A
one guy
bright-
with the guitar.
a bright picture,
and a
a
child.
bright
Dick
picture
out.
with a kid preaching to
Bunch of other kids.
a bunch of other kids. Well, there's a couple of adults back there. I don't know why they're dumb enough to be in the middle of that listening to a child speak, but I don't know.
Shit. Do you see what Brian left? It's the jar. Don't put it in the camera view.
Yeah.
I had to bring fucking attention to it. I'm gonna take a sip of yours, Travis.
But then, like, this is the first time I've also had a chance to look at this.
Yeah, so you get the seal on the little poster there.
Yeah, the seal's kind of cool. And I'm just curious about the artwork now because I know y'all have already done something on this album, so y'all are pretty much.
We're very familiar with it.
Yeah, y'all said y'all's piece on it.
But I do, you know, coming back to it, it's great.
Yeah, it's
You know, the
months
first listen, you don't really have much to say about it, but that's when you come back to it, that's when you really digest the entire record, and it means something to you. Like, I'm not gonna lie, fucking Signed and Sealed in Blood did not mean shit to me when it first came out. I didn't understand it until Bitch's grandma killed my dog. Bitch's mother killed my dog. And that's when I had to go back and listen to the entire thing because it meant something to me. That one song fucking touched me, so I had to digest the album again and listen to it as a whole. And I'm glad that you were getting into them because that regenerized my fucking love for this band. So I'm like, I gotta hear more because you were getting more, and the new album was coming out, so it was a perfect time to do this. Quit pulling. I don't give a fuck.
But either way it goes, I like the album. There's just some on it that I could really deal without. And you know, looking at this picture, damn dude. They're gonna have to slow down eventually because that's Ken Casey, right? That one right there with the short hair?
Yeah, that's the guy.
That's Ken Casey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude is getting old. Like, he's starting to look like my grandfather did.
He's
just
drinking
before my
too
grandfather
much.
really slowed down. So he's going to have to slow down eventually. I don't know that the next album is going to be much more energetic. Get to the gym, dude, because we need another one.
Yoshi, she don't want your vagina.
I didn't mean to say that.
I know, Bela, your grandma dog. You don't want vagina.
But
You don't even want
I mean-
dick. I know. Yoshi, leave it alone. She don't want it.
you know, they've always, with the way that I've noticed they've gone out on everything, the last song that they have on that album is Until the Next Time. So, with the way that you guys have gone, and Dropkick Murphys, the way that they've gone, are they trying to give us a little bit of a hint there? I mean,
Yeah,
That
because
is kind of a hint of the last song they did on the last album. I'm not gonna lie. What was it? Until the next time?
that's what I just said.
Yeah, exactly. Until the next time is a...
Is it a farewell?
It's
Or
a
is it
farewell.
saying, hey, look, we got
It's
more for
totally-
you. We're just...
It's totally a farewell, as if the last song they did, which you say is a prom song, is a farewell.
it's a
At this
farewell
point-
until we hear from him again.
Exactly.
That's the way I look.
Dropkick Murphys say this is our farewell until you hear from us again. They said that in the
Could
last
be 2
song.
years, could be 4 years, could be 5
You're gonna
years.
hear from us, but this is it for now. They've said that before. Like, in some ways, I feel it's a good closer. That's why I like what you say is a prom song, because it's a closer to the record. If you listen to it all as a whole, every album
It winds
since
it down.
every album since Blackout has had one of those songs that closes out the fucking record. I am not speaking on the ones that I haven't listened to, but I'm saying the ones that I have, they close out the fucking record. There's several albums after the ones I haven't heard that are in the middle. What is that? Warriors Cold and what?
Millions of times.
Millions of times. I've heard fucking songs from them, but I haven't heard them all the way through, so I don't know how they flow as a whole cohesive record. But from what I've heard, I hear that the albums always have a closing song. Well, it's closing time. Sorry that rant went on so long.
That rant really didn't go on all that long, or at least I didn't think it did.
No, like I said,
Did it not?
with when we were talking about The Boys Are Back, kind of being that "Hey, we're back" kind of song.
Yeah, they do. It's just
Now-
like KMFDM. Every song, every first song they had to do, KMFDM, we're back again.
So, but no, like I was saying, like that's that kind of cool, like, "Hey, we're back, guys. We're gonna rock your shit." When I said that, yeah, that song is a little long, but the next album does it better. The Lonesome Boatman is the perfect opener for this. You got that. It's short and sweet, and it's whoa.
You have a point.
Like that shit really gets you pumped for the album.
I almost
The
forgot.
drums
I
kick in.
actually forgot that song was on there.
No.
Like I saw Lonesome Boltman instrumental, and I was thinking, huh, I don't remember that. But now that you mentioned that, like, I do kind of like the opening. That
Like,
was kind of cool.
That shit really gets you ready for the album. Rebel with a Cause is one of those good positive songs. Blood is fantastic. Love Sandlot. First Class Loser. Pay My Way. I Had a Hat. Kick to the Curb. You'll Never Walk Alone. And then 4:15:13. They got to do a song about the Boston bombing, and it's great. It is a very heartfelt song. And then Until Next Time to me isn't all that great, but it's a good closer. But yeah, it is what it is. But damn, if this album is not another hit for me, this album is fucking fantastic.
You know what over the last, let's see, I'd say 4 albums, very particularly, they are based at a pub. They're based at not a concert, but at a very small crowd that knows them and sings with them. Something I've liked about the last 4 albums, and it may be 5 albums, because I think they did some before that. They stopped singing alone. And when you're listening to the album itself, you have a crowd singing with them. I really enjoy that, man. Like, it gives you. I don't remember.
Where did my
said-
chair go? Oh, you're in my chair. Fuck.
I don't remember who you had said had quoted it, but it said a statement was made about our family in the 21st century, excuse me, will not be of blood but of friends.
Yeah.
And that, just the whole Dropkick Murphy feel, God, man, they really bring people together. They really do. And I don't like a lot of punks. They're rude, they're obnoxious,
Right?
They're rough. I just want to sit back and drink a beer and have a good time. But y'all fuckers want to go out and fight all the damn time. But I'm still having such a great time with them when it comes to the Dropkick Murphys. I love the aspect that they bring everybody together. They have a good time. They sing to all of us, maybe not all at once. They may sing a song to the rough and rowdy, and then they'll sing the song to the emotional people next. And then the pretty peaceful, they're again emotional people next. I love the fact that they do that. And then they include us. It's not like you have a hit song that when you're in the crowd, hey, I'm going to let you sing this line. No, we are included in the album. You can hear us in the album. I love that about Dropkick Murphys. And they have done it on almost every album for about the last 5 albums, and it's phenomenal. I love Dropkick Murphys for it, and I
Yes,
commend
sir.
you guys
I
all
agree.
the way for it.
Wow.
Seriously.
You touched me there, bro. That's totally real. That is real shit.
Wow.
Right there.
Me and you have been drinking way too much.
Probably so.
So, all
I
right.
went on to the other side of the room and I decided to do something else.
Well, we're coming near to the end.
We are near the end.
Zach, what would you rate the Dropkick Murphys discography from 1 to 10 as a whole?
I don't know as a whole, so I'll tell you as of what I've heard.
Okay, you're right.
As of what I've heard, there's probably 3 or 4 that I haven't.
Just 2, really. I mean, you've heard me play Warriors Code and Meanest of Times.
Okay, well 2. Give it an 8. I mean, badass seal of approval if I could use someone else's bullshit. I really enjoy the Dropkick Murphys records. There's nothing that I feel like skipping. I always feel like it's a good time when a song comes on, or if I hear multiple songs from that band, it puts me in a very good mood. And no matter if I'm feeling sad when a emotional song of theirs does come on, I feel good about myself when it's over. Even though I feel that Rose Tattoo is like the most emotional song that I've felt in my entire life, at this point, losing a dog and shit, that motherfucker was my life. Seeing him die and shit. That song, I still feel like it's just another part of their stuff that I can listen to. And, you know, I give them an 8. Don't critique me on how I speak and how I structure what I say.
Nah, man, I totally get you, man.
Word.
I'm
I'm not trying to make a cohesive fucking radio show here. I'm drunk. And I'm speaking. A lot of shit's going on.
So what about you, Daniel? What do you give their discography? How would you rate it?
Alright, there again. System of a Down, I put y'all down last time because I guess I was kind of uptight and inexperienced at this.
You gotta.
This band I am going to give a 10. For quite a few reasons. I don't like giving out perfect scores, but I'm having a better understanding of what this is, of what a 10 means. This is a band that I can listen to with my family. This is a band I can listen to when I'm down. This is a band that I can listen to when I'm happy. This is a band I can listen to when I'm drinking with friends. This is a band when I'm experiencing something new and talking about them, I feel comfortable with. And this band all the way around has really, they have made me feel like, you're a dick.
Sorry.
They have made me feel like I'm actually part of them. The Dropkick Murphys have invited us into not only their lives, but into their music, and they make me feel comfortable to be able to talk about them, to be able to share them with somebody else, to be able to really listen to them and hear them. They don't speak in code. They don't speak in...
They tell you straight up.
Yeah, like... Even though there's a lot about this band I don't care for, there's just songs that I'm just not into. It's not me. I still have to give this band a 10 because there are so many songs that are me, that even the songs I don't like, they are my wife. And she enjoys them, and that gives me a little bit of enjoyment to share in that with her, with a band that I do enjoy. God, that may have been confusing because I think I just confused myself.
Nah, you
It's
make
about
perfect
4
sense.
hours long, isn't it?
But phenomenal band. I love you guys.
Dropkick forever. Dropkick for life.
If only I could get the money, I would get a tattoo of you guys now. Especially after exploring into you the way that I have. Your dedication to your music, the dedication to your progression, the dedication to your fans. You even invited your fans into a particular album. How many bands have done that? The dedication to
That
your
was signed
community.
Son and Blood.
Yes, it was. The dedication
They
to your
dedicated
community.
them into that album. They
You've even put your community into your artwork within your albums. You guys are a masterpiece to the genre of music that I enjoy, and I have no shame whatsoever in telling anybody that I listen to you guys regularly. So I give y'all a 10. And I really hope y'all keep it up. Y'all are good guys. For the most part, I think. I haven't met any of you personally, but from what I can tell from your music, I really wish I could sit down and drink a beer with you.
I would love to drink a beer with them.
I couldn't have said it better myself, but let me try. That's a Brady Bunch reference.
Right? What?
From the movie.
Oh.
Because, Mike Brady's always got to have his speech at the end. Dude,
You're the cat whisperer, dude.
I totally
don't give a
agree
fuck.
with everything you
Yoshi,
said. Like,
see, that's how he gets wet. It's Yoshi. She puts his fucking head in her mouth.
yeah, dude, I was seeing her do that. Like,
Watch right here.
just
Watch
right on her
right
neck.
here.
Like, what is she doing? Like, she's gnawing on him.
And he don't give a fuck.
He's like, get off of me.
Like, they don't.
Yoshi just wants to play with him.
And he's like, fuck off,
Dude,
dude.
he's like, don't fuck with my balls, man. Don't fuck with my balls.
I'm just gonna stand here and then I'm gonna attack you.
Yoshi.
Don't stop. Just watch it. It's funny as shit.
Oh shit.
That's literally.
That cat's just like, man, I'm just
I
trying
won't
to cat.
tolerate this, goddammit.
But no, like everything you said, I completely agree with. Like,
I'm gonna let you know I can beat your ass.
They're another one of the few bands that I could definitely give a 10 to.
Oh, see, they
Mostly-
love each other.
It's it's because like everything you said, I can agree with, and then even with I'm just a big fan of
That's cool.
folk music and all that, and they made me
Broke
explore.
out last week, man.
Things that I never would have really checked out before. I just love their instrumentation. I love their stories. Their stories are great. And like you said, if I'm fucking sad, if I'm happy, if however I'm feeling, I can turn on their shit and just jam the fuck out. Some bands I have to be in a mood to listen to, but Dropkick Murphys I can turn on anytime and just enjoy the shit out of it. It's just, really you said it best. Like, I can't, I'm gonna give it a 10 because every album has something to offer, and a big triumph for me is, like when I mentioned, 3 albums in a row kind of started to sound samey. Boom, they came back really fucking hard with some really fucking tight shit. And
Thanks, sir.
you gotta give it to them, man.
Yes, sir.
They respect. There's
Final thought.
there's a very you feel like they love. You really feel the love that they have for their listeners, their families, and you even feel the some of that bratty attitude. But now I'm not making any sense at all. So I'm gonna give them a 10. I just love the shit out of all these albums. Even the first 2 where you feel they're trying it out. But that's more than I can say for my own shit.
Yoshi.
So fucking 10 all the way.
We love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, check out our stuff all over the internet. Bloody Chuckle Studios. Look at us on horrorphilia.com, rtgomer.com, and It's pretty fucking late. We'll see you guys later.
Doesn't matter what time it is.
Cheers.